Welcome to Game Changer World. John, how you doing following homecoming weekend?
Dude, I'm so freaking excited. We'll just go slow, like the short answer. Frankie?
Look, it was only a matter of time before I got caught eating cookies with the fucking cookie timer every week, all right?
Sorry, guys. We had extra cookies left over tonight.
After homecoming is a good way to treat yourself.
Dude, this is freaking exciting.
Homecoming? Sorry.
Yeah, that is kind of rude.
Homecoming was a fucking movie. Homecoming was a fucking movie. I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll get to it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I cried at the end of this movie. Let me tell you, there was some heavy emotions going on in Bear versus Tremont. I'm looking forward to talking to that one later for sure.
Yes.
Before we get into it here, the Crow Clown. Let's see who else we got here. Fajita Cologne, welcome also. Brand new. Great one. Our West Coast correspondent is here tonight. Who else do we have? I see James Noder in here. Violet Valencia, welcome also. TMDK DR3, welcome. Good to see you also.
Literally, I met 90% of these people this weekend at the show. Great meeting y'all. I had more than enough people saying, "Oh, hey, I love the show." I was literally heading to the bathroom to go, take a leak, and somebody says, "Oh, hey, I love your show." Like, I couldn't walk 5 minutes without somebody says, "We love the show." So, I mean, I appreciate all the love all you guys give me. When you see, all 6'3" of me with the funny hair just popping up to say hi. I appreciate it. I have a shit memory. I'm not putting you out. I just don't remember fucking names anymore.
Sponsored by Sativa. Welcome, TJ. Welcome to Warden Dusted TV. We've got Jim. Jim, nice to see you here tonight. Yeah, we're filling up quickly. A Big Bubba. Dude, keep the cowboy hat. No fucking lie. Keep that hat. Greg, nice to see you here tonight. Mad Dog, also in the house. Welcome. Ishmael, one of the biggest followers of KJ Orso, also here tonight. Kyle, nice to see you. Welcome. Sheila, oh my gosh, we got so many names. Again, everybody that's in here, welcome tonight. With the newer names, welcome. This is a beautiful show.
What a beautiful show. In for a long night.
yeah, settle down.
Well, the first thing I want to do is just say thank you to Frank for filling in for me last week. That's the first show I believe I'd ever taken off before without B. So 150 some episodes, it was time for me to just take a little break. And honestly, I needed it. So seriously, man, thank you so much for filling in.
It was my pleasure to suffer through the 2-day war 17 times each.
We made it, right? We made it in record time, I think.
Yeah, we got through that real quick last week. So, I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. So,
honestly, it was a really fun listen. It was really cool to be the outsider for once because, you know what I mean? You're always judging yourself. So, Reed Harris Cooper, we love you, man. It's good to see you tonight. All right. Please like and subscribe. Let's get this out of the way. Hit the bell if you want notified when we go live. Super chats are available. If you want to donate, leave a comment. It is free and really helps us out. As always, thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. Relax. You are amongst friends here. We have a lot to cover. So is there any news you guys wanted to cover? I didn't really have too much outside of homecoming. So is there anything?
No, basically, all I know is that Sicko Stu from the incident from last week with Rampage Jackson's son, there is a GoFundMe out there. Support if you can. I mean, if you can't, obviously, don't stretch yourself thin. But if you have anything, go throw some money his way. Same thing with our good buddy, the good doctor, Dr. Redacted. He looks to be out for a while. Go buy a shirt or something from him as well. I have shit posted on my Twitter. Go find it. You know where I am. Trust me, everybody knows where my Twitter is these days.
We know where you are too. Everybody knows where you're at. You find him at the show. So what do you say? We have a big show ahead of us. Should we just tear into homecoming?
Here we go.
Yeah, James, we will be getting to that later on for sure, along with a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, like they said, we got a long one tonight. So let's go right into it. GCW's Homecoming Night 1 from the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I did that off the top of my head because I didn't even pull up the notes yet. Back home, baby. Homecoming. I don't need no notes for that.
He's bragging he did that all by himself.
We've only did it like 100 times.
Congratulations for knowing where the home base building is, B.
Hey.
Do you want a cookie?
Come on.
You want a cookie?
Off the top of my head, as much as I mess up all night long, come on.
Oh,
How many fucking cookies you got over there, Frankie?
Enough.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
That'll be a
All
fun
right.
Yeah, James, how did this show start? I guess we'll get there.
It was wild. I did everything I could. I don't know if anyone noticed on Twitter, but I did everything I could to get everyone onto the show on time. I was told the beginning of the show would be hot. Since we're fans and we keep that little break, I was not told what it was. I was just told, tell everyone, get their asses in their seats. They will be seeing what they're wanting to come here for.
I was sounding the alarms as well. Once the grapevine reached me, I told literally everybody that I had phone numbers for and that I was able to reach that doors was mandatory on Saturday night. So
I was at the poker table pulling it up live actually, because I was not home to watch it. I was going to watch it later on, but after seeing that message from John and
Frankie, hello.
Yeah,
good
Frank.
To see you. It was good to see the LA crew.
Who
snuck in there under the wire and made it to the front row of homecoming. So
I'm always sitting beside everybody. When I get a chance, I'm gonna go through that whole line and shake hands. It's time. They're too fucking cool. I gotta at least say hi. I'm shitty with meeting people, but I don't give a damn. ZMZO, good to see you here also. Man, we got people rolling in like crazy here. Good stuff. Death Wish Wrestling we even have in here. We love Bubba. Okay, I'm getting away from everything. I love the video package of past GCW moments that started the show. I'm a big fan of the color palette. It was like purple and green. I thought those were pretty cool looks. A little 90s-ish, if you think about it.
That's been the color scheme for a couple of years now, I think, has been that vaguely blue and green-ish with the showboat behind it and all the boardwalking. So it's good to see some recurring packages, because at least that means that there's some consistency. My point's getting away from you, but at least this is our Mania. This is our Royal Rumble. This is our Survivor Series. This is our big one. As much as the collective is the big one for the company as a whole, Homecoming is the big one for the boys in Jersey. So
yeah, we got LA Homecoming happening, and we have no idea. The only thing I told my wife was, I don't think we're topping AC Homecoming. It just isn't going to happen.
You could try your damnedest over there, but we'll see.
We got some crazy fucking fans, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll talk to you guys about this, but I think it'd be cool as shit if we could arrange a good old fashioned LA Raiders blackout where the entire crowd is just wearing black. I think it'd be badass as fuck. And it's so LA. If that happened, that would be so cool. But
I think I said it either last week with Frank or a couple of weeks ago when we were all on. I think I said like it'd be cool to have like purple. Yes. I think purple or gold, like because I missed those like specialized mats. Like that was the best mat I've seen when they did the LA color. So yeah, it would be kind of cool to. Frank's gonna have the front row probably all blued out for sure for Dodgers. So sorry, Frank.
I wanted to mention John.
Look, as far as I know, the Yankees are winning right now, so I don't care.
Are you following it?
I've got the fucking game on my phone right here.
Oh, geez. John Mosley and Emil on commentary most of the night. I think they did a damn good job both days. I think this is also the most that we've heard from Mosley in one weekend period. And damn good job. Not tripping on his words, not messing up things.
I brought this up last week for GCW. The fact that there was one man in the booth with that consistency the whole weekend. No matter if Emil popped in and out because he had to do other backstage duties or run back out to the ring, at least we had one man at the monitor the whole fucking weekend. That made such a difference.
I'm big on continuity. So like you're saying with the colors, purple and green, also with continuity of voice is a big deal. I mean, the whole reason I'm kind of doing this is because I grew up on radio and quite a few of us probably have some favorites. And I don't know, it's something special about that familiar voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know we're. Oh, sorry, V. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I like most. He did great work all weekend. Like, he was very, very knowledgeable. Great job of hyping stuff up, and like I thought he did a great job of setting a lot of things up too. One little thing though, I just was missing a little energy. Like, I wanted a little bit more energy during some of these high spot moments, and especially at the beginning of the show. But other than that, I think he did a fantastic
Speak of the
job.
devil, when he shall appear.
Yeah, Mose, we loved you, man. I loved you. That's one little thing. Like, I just missed a little bit more energy, especially what was happening. But everything else, you were fantastic. Like, I was going to echo exactly what you had, Frank. We talked about it last week. The consistency of having a voice both days, and like I said, someone that was knowledgeable and knew the history of everything and setting everything up. He was a great job, and we were happy to see it. I wanted to make mention to you, Frank, but you took the words out of my mouth before I could say it.
Yeah.
Well. Also, I wanted to mention GPW. Our camera work and audio were awesome all night. There was a little hiccup in the beginning there, and then it got fixed live. If you go back and watch the show, it's not in there. This show was also trending number 7 in the US, boys. They're starting to find out about us. I don't know what to do. If it gets a little too big, everybody's going to start getting a little rough on us. So
what's that tweet I saw the other day? We got to start gatekeeping wrestling again.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Yes and no, yes and no. You know how that goes. But yeah, Emil opened the show with one of the things that I really love to hear when he's in AC. He says, "I'm home." It really feels good. They're on the road so often, and they've cut back on the AC dates. I still feel like that's been a good thing, because I feel like the reward when they do come back to AC feels a little bigger.
We've been, we spoke about it, and I think that was my defining rant here for a long time, was that, we're just burned out as a city. That, like, yes, we love GCW, but when you come back so many times, it's just, it's not special anymore.
Yeah.
So
I get that. Well, should we just go right into match number 1 and fucking rock and roll?
Let's get it.
All right, match number 1 was for the Garage Beer World Championship, as it was Matt Cardona going against Shotzi Blackheart.
Well, now I'm going to have a little bit of a play-by-play on this one, and then I'm going to have a little bit of a play-by-play on the very last match of our homecoming, only because the bookends were so wonderful, and this match was so packed. I wanted to give everyone as much of a picture as we could mentally. So Back to the Future music starts to play. Cardona comes out first in a DeLorean from the movie and driven by a Doc impersonator. He didn't get in any of the crowd's faces, but you could see he's riding adrenaline, and it was wild. Shotzi came out to Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne, wearing a cape dedicated to Ozzy. Excellent touch by her. She was supposed to drive the tank through the beer, but I think the tank was out of gas. I also want to mention too, her hair. That's actually one of my favorite shades of green. I know that's a stupid thing to say, but I want to give her credit because I know she chose that on purpose. If she's listening, great freaking choice. Senior referee Adam Galt's officiating. He holds that belt high in the air. Shotzi's tope onto Cardona was awesome. They both flew at least 6 feet backwards. Shotzi's using green tubes. We haven't seen those in forever. And those were our first tubes of the night. Marty McFly then came out and gave Cardona a barbed wire hoverboard. Shotzi got hit with it and her hair got stuck in it. She had to be cut away from it. Matt throws in chairs and a door, builds a bridge. The door has a Garage Beer logo on it. I think we should be doing that with Game Changer World. Maybe we need a Game Changer World door.
I mean, like, literally, like, I'll bring a fucking can of spray paint as a stencil. Just let me back in the weapons room for like 10 minutes. I'll take care of it.
The door bridge was a little too close. They kind of missed it in one spot. Cardona barely graces it with his ass. Mance shows up, chair shot to Shotzi and a knee to the face. And that's where things start to go awry in this match. That's when Jimmy Lloyd's music hits. He delivers a super kick to Mance Warner, then a tope onto Mance, and they start to fight to the back. Then the bell tolls. Fans rush to the entrance. Mitten's got his tits out. It's Tommy Invincible dressed as Nick Gage. Tommy RKO's Shotzi. I have to say, and this may be me, but as a heel, he's kind of growing on me. I feel like he's a heat magnet. Thoughts on Tommy before we go further? Any?
I liked him as like the comedy. Like the last time we saw him, kind of as like the ignorant, kind of like, but like aloof kind of person. I enjoyed the comedy part, so I enjoy him as that way. But I don't know. I gotta see more of him to take him seriously. And that's if we were supposed to take him seriously. I don't know.
Kingdom Heart tattoos are not a gimmick. How many times do I have to say this?
I think we touched a feeling there, didn't we, Frank?
Oh, oh, he still has my ass chapped from fucking Hammerstein. Jesus. Oh.
The feelings. The bell tolls again. Cardona and Tommy are shocked. They didn't have plans here. But then out comes Dewey. The place went nuts. Gage is in the freaking building. He is swarmed. Welcome home, Nick Gage. We have missed you. He delivers a spine buster to Tommy and a DDT to Cardona. Huge forearm face wash and a bundle of tubes across the head of Matt Cardona. And then out comes the pizza cutter. It's been a while. Well, he gets that on one knee and he hands it to Shotzi. She's been passed the baton, and that's when Cardona gets carved up. He takes a tube bundle to the face and then another. He kicks out at 2. Cardona grabs a 12-pack of garage beer and accidentally nails senior referee Adam Galt in the face. Shotzi went for a cover, no referee to count, but she would have had him beat here. Cardona radio silence. Dan Perch comes out, counts 2. Cardona punches Dan Perch. Now we have 2 referees down. There are huge Shotzi chants, and we have druids. We haven't seen this in a while. And the last time we did was a very big star. One by one, they enter the ring. One by one, Shotzi takes them out, except for 2. One of them, I could tell, exceptionally large. That's all you could say about that. It's Killer Cross and Scarlet. They've made it back to GCW. Welcome back to GCW. Cross puts Cardona through a door. Shotzi up top, hits a senton and covers for 3. Our winner and new Garage Beer champion, Shotzi Blackheart. I wrote here, what an adrenaline rush. It took 7 people to put Cardona down. What were your thoughts in this match?
Oh, it was the most beautifully overbooked fed bullshit, but I am here for it. It's like, that's what you want out of a Cardona match, especially at Homecoming. A specialty entrance with a vehicle, some gimmick weapons relating to the theme, all the surprises, like so many people, the entire phone book of people came out. I loved it.
I am a liar. Welcome back, Cross. Welcome to GCW, Scarlet. I stand corrected. And great one saying what I want to say right here. Hope we all see through him. Man, I'm saying everything backwards here.
I tweeted out specifically right after the entrance is like, at this rate, Cardona's going to run out of cars from 80s movies.
Well, it's getting there. What's up?
No, I was just going to say that no idea. Like Jimmy Lloyd was the shock at first. I was like, whoa, like hearing that music was the pop. And I love like the back-to-back, like kind of the special ones. Like you think it's over at 1, but then you get 2, 3 more. Like my most favorite was the AEW when they did Adam Cole and then Bryan Danielson, because like it was unexpected. That one, I almost popped just as much when I heard the Nick Gage entrance the first time. I was actually expecting maybe Maki, if anybody. I thought maybe Maki was going to come out, but seeing actually Gage come out and Dewey being the one to bring him out, I was like, we're in for a ride for that this weekend. And yeah, I was gonna say we were right. Me and Frank, I think we called the entrances. We said it was going to be Back to the Future and the Tank. John, I didn't even know that. I like how you said the tank ran out of fuel, so that's why I thought, okay. I was about to say, like, yeah, that was kind of weird, but I didn't think of that, the reason why.
Times are tough, man.
But yeah,
diesel's expensive these days.
It's AC.
Right?
They siphoned that shit.
he left it running outside.
Sorry, B. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then I was just like, yeah, when I saw the Druids, I was like, I had a couple names in mind. Karrion Kross was I hate saying that name. Killer Kross was not one of them. And that was a special opener. After seeing obviously the rest of the card, I would absolutely put that as the main event and holy shit moment. But
I think it was the right choice to open with this one. I disagree with you. I think it was the right choice to open with this.
And I could see it being a hot choice. For me, I just thought maybe something else would happen later on throughout the night. And since we kind of talked about it before, it didn't happen. For me, that's kind of like, oh, I would have put that in the main event. But I absolutely see why you would have that at the beginning. Because Nick Gage, to set the tone for AC with Nick Gage, that's something special.
Given the list of matches that was on Saturday, with Takeda Slade closing out, I think that, one was the right choice. I think Drew and Marcus Mex was good. I think the back half of this card was pretty much lined up how you would want this. It was kind of split even. It was death, non-death, death, non-death. I think that's fine. If you're telling me to put Shotzi and Matt last, that maybe, but I think that the energy needed to come up right away, and I think that was the most what the fuck match, and I think that was right to open.
Brett's been known for punching people in the mouth right from the beginning sometimes, and I think that's exactly what he was going for. Just a straight punch in the mouth. And then anybody who's there, man, go ahead and check out for that. See you later.
It's sort of like, that's kind of the tradition, is if you're not first, if you're not last, you want to be first on a GCW card. And I think those, so.
Also, I just wanted to ask B, when you get a chance, when you come back there, I have a question for you. Who were you considering may be under those hoods?
Inside, just for us, the name that we kind of said that I thought I saw earlier, because like I said, I caught the beginning of it live, but then I didn't actually catch that moment. I kind of stopped before I got to that moment, so I catched it later on. But seeing the name that I thought I saw earlier in the chat, that was the name I was thinking, because it just made sense with the Druids. But then actually I was wondering, would they bring back Moxley for GCW? Like, I don't know, like it just felt like a homecoming. Like great one. You put it perfect in the chat. That video kind of felt like it was preluding to a lot of stuff that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So hearing some voices, seeing some names and everything, I was throwing some crazy names. I'm like, hey, why not for one night only? Bring Moxley out for one of those. Hey, thank you for the cool moment. You're welcome too for me coming for you guys to do this. But yeah, so I didn't know any of that stuff. So that was one big name I was thinking of was Moxley.
The one thing I remember was
not realizing Full Gear was or whatever that show was, Forbidden Door.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm thinking about what other names could have been under the hood. I just remember Emil had a good line when Shotzi was setting up her weird chair contraption. And Emil just busted out, there was 5 of them. But sorry, random thought, intrusive thoughts. Carry on.
No, you're good. Yeah, there we go.
I'll ask you both just for fun, and there's no wrong answer until it happens. How long do you feel we have Killer Kross and Scarlett at GCW, and what would you do with them?
B, go ahead.
It sounds like it's got to be LA Homecoming. You need the big names for the big show if you're making it a big name, and I think that'd be a perfect spot for that match. I think that's going to be one match on that one.
Well, based off of the promo that went up on Twitter after the fact, did you see this one? Did you see this one, B?
No, sorry, I was reacting to Fairy Tale. Sorry, sorry, man. I realized I was playing poker that night. I was just gonna go watch it later on. I wasn't know what going on.
So
which one?
There was a promo posted late Saturday with Kross, Scarlett, and Shotzi, and Kross was like fake playing a violin. And then, oh, I lost my job, blah, blah, blah. It's not a work. Fuck you. It's not a work. I'm on the indies. I would say that we have enough time to make some use of them, but I wouldn't get comfortable with them. I would say that we've got 2-3 angle cycles with them.
What I'm thinking is how quickly can they be picked up by TNA or AEW? Because that's kind of where it feels like the routes are naturally. So, I mean, for me, it's like a month or two would be fantastic. Anything beyond that, I would consider like dessert, extra dessert.
Me being, a greedy GCW fan, I want to say I hope we have them 6 to 8. Obviously, if they make their money elsewhere and they go make your money, I'm not going to stop you. But us being hopeful fans, I would say I hope we have them for at least 6 to 8 months.
And see, I don't want to get too deep into it. I know this is the first freaking match, but that's where I'm like, why not throw him against someone? Put Effy. Why not throw him against Effy for the world championship at this point? I don't care if he's world champion for a month and hey, I'm leaving, but he doesn't have to just drop it. Oh, I got to vacate, do a tournament, do a ladder. Get creative with it for one night and do something cool. Like do one of these kind of creative moments where a bunch of shit happens that sets
you just want their name on the Employee of the Month plaque. That's all you want.
Yeah, why not? Like use the hell out of them eyes here.
Like we've said this before. It's like, why don't we just throw the belt on them for a bit, for 3 or 4 defenses, just to say that they held it at one point.
Yep, and we get that name value. We get the attractiveness, like mainstream attractiveness and clout that comes with his name, and then also
Yeah.
use those 4 months or use that time. Hey, we might not have him long. Let's start building up somebody or
Sure.
coming up with a plan to take it off. And if it turns into a long-term thing, turn it into a long-term thing. I totally agree with you, Frank. I'm always said that about a lot of these part-timers in GCW, or like people that kind of show up that we hope we will probably get them long, but it's probably going to be a part-time.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Jimmy Lloyd back? It's been a little while.
Good to see him back. I mean, this one was not what we expected to see. Like, I didn't expect to see as many returns as we did this weekend.
Yeah.
But him coming in and just kicking the shit out of Mance. Was he kicked out of Mance, right? I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, kicked Mance. That's a good return to see. Oh, okay, he's definitely not going back to Cardona's side as his broski little minion. So.
And I like it made sense for him to come out for Mance, and preferably I'd rather not see it continue on. But if we do get to see Jimmy Lloyd continue on more than this one night, then and for the foreseeable future, him and Mance is something that would be fun to see booked the right way. But then also like one match and kind of be done with it all, and I'm done with Deathmatch Royalty. And I hope we're done with this, but we're probably going to get that trios, that Scarlet, Shotzi, and I forgot.
Well, I think
what
they're technically they announced themselves as a faction now.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it too. So I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Yeah.
It was literally called "Fuck You Forever." As they said what their faction was called.
Have you ever seen someone come from the WWE because they can't cuss and then come to GCW, and it's like a 6-year-old that got away from his parents and he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm seeing quite a bit from like the GCW or the WWE talent is like they're able to use their big people words and they just fucking use them,
It's a freedom. I feel like
sentence enhancers. Anyway.
Okay.
But I can see that also maybe do in LA too, that some sort of trios, Cardona, Tommy Invincible, and what's his name? Lawyer, Smart Mark.
Smart Mark. Okay, so then here's the slam dunk easy question. Thoughts on Gage being back, and will we see him in LA?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for commentary or
Honestly.
for like appearance. Yeah. Like Frank said, he's going to get the pop. Like it's been a minute for LA. It's going to be a good moment there too.
Like bring him out. Like I think it was great to see him. Of course, Atlantic City went absolutely bananas to see him come back. I mean, I wouldn't throw him right back into the ring. Obviously, I would want to see him.
Same.
I want to see him do commentary because his commentary is entertaining. He always has good commentary, even when he's just saying, "Oh shit, my burrito's here." Not just random shit like that. He's still like he actually knows a lot of moves that I would not expect somebody to just be able to name off the top of their head.
You put Jordan Castle and Nick Gage on commentary for Homecoming.
Oh my goodness.
Who would be great on
a good fun way? Like that would be just exciting because Castle would provide a perfect like bounce back for whatever Nick Gage provides for him.
Matt, I would like to bang my head against the wall. You have no idea how much I have lobbied to get Cruel in GCW. It just hasn't happened yet, is how I cross my fingers anymore.
NGI's coming up. The NGI is rapidly approaching. So.
Right there for NGI. We're getting old, guys. Gage and Tremont are getting older. I think maybe James is onto something there. We're not going to see a number one match of all time, but we are going to see two guys who won't be around 5 years from now do it. Just put on a historic match again.
Can you back up a little bit more? Thank you.
There we go. All righty. Sorry, B.
No, you're good.
Let's see here. Oh, no. I heard you on. I thought you were.
No,
you weren't. Okay, good.
I'm good.
Okay, so our winner, new Garage Beer champion, Shotzi Blackheart. It was nice to see her there. Again, somebody siphoned her gas in the tank. That's perfectly fine. It happens in AC. You leave it in the parking lot for a couple minutes and it's just like that. So be it.
All right.
It is Atlantic City.
Yeah. Our second match, 30 minutes later. Drew Parker versus Marcus Mathers.
Marcus's gear matched the Homecoming colors. I didn't know if he did that on purpose or not, but I thought it was a nice touch. I think
he matched the bikers because Drew normally wears the bikers. So I think the gear choice, like the cut, was at least a choice for Drew. So
I was wondering about that. I think that was the first time we've seen him without long pants of any kind.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've seen him in shorts in a minute. So
and
That's
someone's feeling confident.
I think he needs it though. Like it's also like, why not?
We were joking in the peanut gallery. Somebody said there is too much thigh going on in this match. Oh,
Had to match Drew's tempo.
Parker was heel here. Considering WWE is probably washing, I was hoping that Parker just went a little bit harder, only because I know what he's capable of, and I want to see him succeed. Unique move. Marcus performed Skin the Cat, if you know what that is, but then he pulled Drew Parker out of the ring and converted it into a pile driver onto the cement. Like, that was just nasty. That was one of the unique moves we saw that weekend. I don't know how he came up with it, but he actually had to grab him twice. You see how he had to kind of grab him twice and then put him down? That could have been dangerous if he wasn't careful. Last thing, it was just very much a wrestling match more than anything. This was a wrestling heavy number 2 match on the card. Everybody knows how I like booking. Wrestling heavy match for number 2 is always fantastic. Our winner here, Drew Parker. What's your thoughts on this one, guys?
B, please.
I like kind of that move you said. I think Mather sells the driver so good. Like the way he just puts his body there. I enjoy it every time he sells it. I thought this was a good showcase for Drew Parker, kind of what you were saying, John, to continue to show the GCW fans and I guess the WWID fans in this case, going against Mathers, that he's so much more than a deathmatch guy. And I was happy to see Drew Parker pick up the win there.
Frank, you've got a new friend, or I'm sorry, B, you've got a new friend in Green Cane.
Yes, sir.
Drew Parker's our favorite.
Hearing him announced as the finest is kind of weird after we've always heard him announced as Philly's finest. The finest doesn't roll off as nicely as Philly's finest does. I'm just gonna say. I know that's a move for the Fed, but it still doesn't work for me. Like it just doesn't sound right. It is what it is.
Yeah. Let's see here. Was there anything else on this match you guys wanted to talk about? That was a little quicker than the first one, huh?
No, I mean that was as straightforward gets, especially coming after that beautiful car crash that was match 1.
Yeah, this was the pills of Tylenol after the headache set in.
Right. Like I won't say it was a match because that was what we want to see in a straightforward technical wrestling match, but that was very much the breath after that first match. And I don't want to say that in a bad way. I'm saying that was good technical wrestling, but it was just the breather, and everybody I could tell there was more than one person in the crowd just still coming down after that first one through that second match.
I mean, just think back historically, though, all the homecoming matchups, like opening match or the second match, Nick Wayne, Starboy Charlie, like they're always like the young cats that want to show off like the good wrestling, like early on. And it's like, it's a good showcase for them. So yeah, I thought it fit perfectly in this situation. Our next match was Ultramantis Black going against Dr.
Oh, actually,
Redacted.
sorry. One more thing in the chat. Could you bring up Noter's message about Marcus?
Yeah, I was reading that too. That's why and then I kind of
sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off on your next one.
Go.
I think it's because he's still that kid. Everybody that's seen him grow up in GCW still recognizes him as that young kid that was part of the Brat Pack 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's like when you go to Thanksgiving dinner every year, and you see your little cousins and they grow up, and you still remember them as the little cousins at the kids' table. It's not a knock. It's just that he's always been that, and now he's going up and going out to TV. But to us, he's still little Mark.
Yep.
So I put him in this like trio with Jordan and Alec. Like we've kind of seen all three of them kind of go from the little like almost little babies, kids to growing up, and that's like why don't you think like what's the difference with Marcus not getting kind of as much shine as like Alec and Jordan right now? But I mean, it's not that he's not, because obviously he's ID'd, but
yeah, he's ID'd.
Booking wise,
he hasn't had a belt. He hasn't been in. I don't think it's like I'm going to use the phrase marquee matches here. Where Jordo, Price, Cole, those guys have been in these marquee tag matches with some of these, long-standing tag teams all over the place. And Marcus has been in more of the single work that's been more kind of like the glue between other big, showcase matches. And I'm not knocking the guy, but it's just like like I said, that feeling that we've known him forever, we just kind of glaze over it and we don't even notice it as much.
So this is where I think. So go ahead, John.
Yes, Reed. He does have the IWTV belt. But how many GCW fans know that? How many people that don't watch IWTV know that he's been Mr. IWTV and he beat Cruel and American Rana? It took you mentioning that for me to remember that, because yes, I do kind of plug in, and I was kind of part of that H2O scene for a hot second where I do know that kind of stuff on the IWTV side, but it's never brought up. It's not, it's not said he has his belt. Obviously, we're never going to bring up IWTV and GCW, but it's just glazed over so much. It's that his big accomplishments elsewhere have been in persona non grata places. With all of my previous statements.
Go ahead,
it's not
John. Sorry, I was gonna say I don't need to make my statement. I just looked it up already.
Well, I was just going to say I agree with Frank. I feel like this is a situation where we've watched a young kid wrestle for years. So even though he matures, we still see that young kid. I have a son who's 20, to me still looks 12. You kind of see, you know what I mean? B, you have a kid, you still see the 3-year-old, 5-year-old, even though he's older.
So you think he needs like maybe a heel work or something, like more mature character? Like
he needs the JCW championship and he needs the chance to really see what a champion. He just needs to spread his wings a little more. He's just young. I think he's on a fantastic trajectory.
He definitely does elsewhere. I've seen him do freaking House of Horror death matches. It's super crazy. I've seen him. Reed's been mentioning all this stuff about doing all this stuff and beyond. It's just that shit just doesn't come to mind when we talk about Atlantic City.
I don't count it against him. I'll tell you this much. The younger my wrestlers can stay, the better. All my heroes are dying and dead. So if Marcus can stay 20 forever, 21 so he can drink, 21 forever, I'm cool with it.
I mean, it is what it is. And I'm just some schmuck spitballing on a podcast at 11 o'clock at night. So I mean, take my opinion or don't. But
that's not.
You announced the next match, right? Or didn't you? I don't know.
Ultramantis Black versus Dr. Redacted.
Both Black and Redacted get huge ovations from the fans. But wow, they love Redacted. He's knocking people down Gage style. It's just a party. Frankie, I don't know if were you targeted this time or were you?
No, I was too far in the back of the crowd. I couldn't. I was trying to fight my way up to the crowd to get beat up by Redacted, but I couldn't this time.
So real fast, my first notes, same as yours. The crowd was so hot for Redacted. I wanted to have Frank describe the entrance for Dr. Redacted, kind of compared to the returning Nick Gage.
He's getting that Redacted mosh pit entrance these days.
Like I saw people running to up there again.
Absolutely. It's insane. Like he's pushing everybody, and I've talked to him previously, and he says like, "Oh no, I'm not supposed to push girls, blah blah blah," and I'm always pushing the big dudes and stuff like that. But people are saying like, I know a couple of girls that say, "Yes, shove the shit out of me. I want to be included." So,
right.
Gotta love the pull your hair types.
Yeah. Hey yo.
Match started hot with both getting caught early by Glass. Mance took a nasty chair shot to the head, and you could kind of tell it rattled him for a moment. Redacted jumped on commentary and requested double pay for wrestling and commentary, and that's when Emil said, "Double pay? You get that around here?
You guys are getting paid?"
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Mance joined Redacted on commentary, and they talk shit back and forth. Manus is swinging attack bat. Redacted's pounding a gusset on both sides of his chest. Redacted goes through a wah-wah board of Death Bridge. I like the headlock Redacted used. He grabs a fan but gets put through it. Tubes
a box
being
fan,
broken.
not a person, a box fan.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you don't grab a fan and then puts him through it.
When you say grabs a fan and puts him in a headlock, no.
Redacted pulls out pruning shears. He cuts off one of Mantis' antenna, and Mantis can't even stand like a real bug. Redacted slams him onto chairs, puts him through a glass pane bridge, and gets him for 3. Our winner here, Dr. Redacted. I believe at the end, I see Redacted mouth, "I fucking love this guy," and gives him a kiss, and the fans went crazy. Who wants to go first here? I'm really interested to see what you guys think on this one.
I'm hopping in. Y'all stealing my notes because literally my second note, John, was hot start. Hot start to the match. I'll keep it short though. These chair shots that they were hitting each other with looked pretty brutal. The commentary spot was hysterical. Emil asking for double pay, I thought, and his just reaction, like, "What? We get paid?" Like, was as you said, Frank, that was the line of the night for me. This was a fun, unique death match. The cutting of the antenna was a fun little twist. Ultramantis selling his equilibrium being cut off.
The entire crowd was like screaming, "You sick fuck it," at snapping the antenna off.
Love it, dude. I loved it all. And yeah, bravo to both, man. That was like a unique death match. It wasn't one of these hash and slash ones. It got unique. I think that's what I've been liking about Dr. Redacted. His matches just feel unique compared to these other ones.
A running box fan was involved in this death match.
I love that he fucking hit it and then it started back up again.
Then it kept going, yeah.
That means you keep doing it.
You keep doing it until the thing doesn't work anymore. That's the...
Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there was anything else I had on this one. There was one other thing. We have been cutting each other off. I think it's just the energy. Everybody's just excited. We're all looking forward to this one. B's, trying to recover. He's getting there. He's a recovering alcoholic and he's been drinking nonstop for 3 days ever since homecoming. And see, look at him. He's drinking tea. He's trying to feel better, guys. But someone in chat, I can't remember who, and I'm so sorry, had asked about poor Redacted. He did get injured. I reached out to him. We don't know much just yet. He is injured and just got a cut. That's all we know so far. If something gets released publicly or whatnot, we're definitely going to make sure that we get it out there to everybody at least on Twitter. So then after this match, we had a little, I don't know what to call it. Brett was announced by Emil, and I thought it was cool. Brett come out to Tupac. But most importantly, what I noticed here was as he was coming down the ramp, we'll call it, he was bumping fists with fans and saying thank you over and over. And of course, he wanted to bring out Nick Gage and spoke of several performers who were key to GCW's growth. He spoke about the formation and history of GCW. It was really a rallying cry for the fans. We have a memoriam for those who've passed away. I thought that was extremely touching. I have a hard time watching stuff like that. I can't do sad. Next, we have clowns surrounding the ring. We hear chicken hunting, and out comes Violent J with Alice Crowley, Too Tough Tony, and Caleb Conley. I do love all three of these wrestlers. Alice Crowley's work might surprise some. I do hope we see a little bit of her more at GCW in one way. Also, Conley adds more solid classic wrestling to the roster, Southern style heel. And then Tony, he's the fucking man. Nothing more to be said. Tony's been on this show. We love him. They attempt to set up a double ring cage match at Cage's Survival on October 11th, but Jay won't accept. Who wants to say the obvious regarding the gathering match count for wins and losses? Who wants to say it?
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is
here we go. So here we go. So 7 matches is the same size number as 7 matches. Nobody won.
Nobody
it was
technically won. And no one in the ring, either promoters, mentioned, hey, you won 4-3 on night 1. We won 4-3 on night 2. We're tied 7-7. Let's settle it at the Art of War Games. There would be no wasted. That's all you have to do. And it's funny. Okay.
All right.
What's up?
B.
What's up, B?
You're gonna have a tie if if JCW tag belts are still held by Jordan and Alec, right? So technically, you still
Yes.
gotta have 2 more matches. So if
Yes.
Jordan and Alec lose to JCW, JCW is gonna have to win the Art of War games for this war to end. Because if GCW wins that match, we're
That
just gonna be
depends.
tied
That
8-8.
depends where that match happens.
I'm thinking Detroit would be
I think,
yeah.
Actually, James, you mentioned that. It's funny. There was a JCW podcast that I said a message one night, and all of us went over there to talk over at their podcast, and they're cool as can be. So I would love to set it up sometime. I think it would kind of be fun. I should shock people and just come out in face paint. I flipped teams. That's right. This chud is gone, baby. I'm going to another squad.
I'm gonna break out the double bandanas, the Gage double bandana.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh,
Shut up.
like...
They just announced for the titles. Great one.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Like
damn
when?
you, Lauderdale.
Okay, there we go.
Busta and the Brain versus the Brothers of Funstruction.
Okay, I didn't see that. I swear to God, I didn't see that. We've been live. I didn't see that yet. 15 minutes ago. Okay, that makes sense. So what the fuck is a riddle box match?
It's a clown match. Yeah, it's a clown match. Hey, we'll take it. Again, I'm a Funstruction fan. I really do think that they have their place, and they irritate fans, and that's what they're supposed to do in this situation.
I have nothing bad to say out of kayfabe for the Brothers of Funstruction. Like I said, our tag division needs the depth. They do great, bullshit, silly heel work.
Both titles.
For both.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask.
That's where you lost me. Where you fucking lost me.
Does JCW have like a strong tag division outside of Funstruction, Backseat Boys?
As far as I can think of,
they have more than we have.
Okay, right. I
mean?
can see them GCW owning them, and like maybe JCW is like their excuse to like get rid of them, and like maybe JCW, since we're kind of rebranding our JCW with some tag titles, I could see them maybe doing some permanent stuff. I don't know.
I think that their tag division is deeper, but I think it's more freelancers than what we would consider full-time roster members. From what I've seen, their tag division is like Brothers of Funstruction, the Zombies, Bang and Matthews pop up from time to time, Backseat Boys when they're not injured, Stephen Flo and Cocaine, Mr. Happy and Congo Kong. Yeah. Okay. I've seen Primo with. I mean, it's not.
I don't like that for both titles, though.
No, we just need to separate these fucking.
Yes,
don't
at all.
unify the fucking titles.
I'm the same way. If our War Games needs to be the end of it somehow, unless like maybe they lose in Detroit and then. Okay, there you go. There's 3 matches. There's 3 matches. The JCW they lose it originally to JCW. Now that makes an excuse for Art of War Games. Now you have a tag match before the Art of War Games match for the GCW titles only. And there you go. GCW can win that, and then GCW wins Art of War Games.
Come back to this.
We'll come
back to this at the end when we're talking about War Games as a whole, because I have some thoughts on that. So
you're giving Frank a migraine, B.
My bad.
You could see him. No, you could see him like rubbing his eyes.
I just did math there real quick. I'm like, there we go. Like, I'm just quick booking, get ourselves out of the tie and continuation of this, because I think we even talked about it too. Like someone said, Art of War Games last week would be JCW versus GCW. I'm like, we were even saying that last time. No banging dues. Young, dumb, and broke. Alec is working, and Jordan has Kazarian. Okay.
So Brett thanks everyone that works with GCW in some capacity at the live level. I'm very proud they're recognized. It's not often that people who do those jobs get recognized. In my head, I'm going, thank us, thank the podcast, Brett. But then I'd realize he's thanking live people. And then I realized being able to broadcast on GCW's YouTube is thank you enough. We're cool with that one. We're getting more time than the average wrestler for sure every week. Frank, there were fuck those clown chants. Did you want to talk about that, or did you mention already? I'm so sorry.
No. There was a lot of just from the hometown crew was just a lot of fuck those clowns, because it's just the fatigue of this angle dragging on at this point. I mean, it's It's a lot of just we've been doing this for so long, and then I thought this 2-day war was supposed to be a blow off, and like if we took the belts, that's something that we can that they can handle because
Just
like
send
Effy
Jordan
and Joey
over
have
there.
been going over to Juggalo as just a one-off.
That's what
And
I'm
we've
saying.
had
Just send him
and
over.
we've had people come over to us as a one-off, not like because one of the Graysons came out and just as a one-off, and he was just part of like some scramble.
Scramble,
Cool, cool. It's just that's just the representation. You got that one entrance. Just keep it going, but don't make too much of a deal about it. But we don't have to keep tying the belts together like this. Like split them up. Throw it on a JCW show. Throw it on Lunacy, saying this is squarely for the JCW belts, and be done with it.
I want to
100%
see.
agree.
I want to see. Let's just say like YDNP go over for a Lunacy show and then lose the fucking belt,
Yeah,
and then
that's what
come
we're
back
saying,
to
yeah.
Brett. Fuck yeah, and then just come back to Brett and be like, "I'm sorry, dude. It's gone." It's like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Now he's got to defend against Janela and Megasis.
I'm sorry, I was actually repeating a couple of things you guys just said there. I was going through chat at the
All
same
right.
time. You were talking. I'm
Fine.
so sorry.
You're good. All right. Our next match, as I was kind of just mentioning, is Joey Janela, Matt Tremont, and Masha Slamovich going against Vandal 48.
Vandal 48 come out with coverings on their faces, looked pretty cool. I was wondering if they were just handkerchiefs. I love their gear.
Those are their normal bandanas, just with like the eye holes of the pig mask cut out.
Nice.
So.
There was chaos everywhere in this match. It was hard to follow. Great job by GPW Productions for Split Screen, sponsored by GCW merch. We need to figure out how we can sponsor the split screens. I'm going to call Ash sometime and be like, hey, can I slip you like $10 and be sponsored for the night? Otis and Napier were fun to watch. I would have to say, if we get a chance sometime. I actually said that wrong. Forget me. Don't even worry about that note. It wasn't Otis and Napier. It was Otis and Tremont. I want to see that run back from the finals. It just they're so similar. Yeah, Masha threw a chair and it hit Napier in the arm sideways. It was really rough for him. He got banged a couple times there and took it pretty well. Bulldozer's choke slam on Otis was vicious. Atticus bleeding. Rare Tremont tope took out all of Vandal 48 like
oh my
bowling
goodness,
pins.
That was cool.
Dude, this was Tremont's weekend.
Yeah.
Fuck. And by the way,
run.
Dude, and I don't know. Dude, this is like his golden run. Honestly, I don't think he can top this run. He can maybe wait another year or two, but I don't think dude, it's just been every city he's went to. It's been instant respect. Yeah. Like the red card, like the fans are rolling out the verbal red carpet for him anytime he's live. It's wild. The Bev comes out in a 440 shirt. He has a wooden cross. Atticus goes up top with, I think isn't that the lift? We'll just call it the lift.
Scissor lift, yeah.
Scissor lift. Bev has a GCW shirt on and he switched teams. Otis goes through glass, then through a huge glass and barbed wire contraption, safely missing Christian. I want to give him credit on that. Up top, someone with a lucha mask throws a bag over Atticus' head. It's Charles Mason. He tosses Atticus off the scissor lift and through a door bridge. Joey covers for 3. Our winners here, Slamovich, Tremont, and Janela. All right. Where do you want to start here, guys?
I mean, it did what it had to do. I mean, call me ambivalent on this one, but I think it was a fun match, but this was probably the match I cared the least amount on Saturday. But that's a hard thing to say because it was literally all killer, no filler on Saturday.
I second your opinion there. For me, the action was good, but I left disappointed in the booking in this one at the beginning until the end, and then kind of how it played out. I finally got what I want.
Atticus tweeted out, somebody said, how did Atticus not notice Charles in the lift? I think Atticus tweeted out there was a bunch of tablecloths to cover the lift from looking like a lift. Just wrapped over the whole thing, just so it looked more like set dressing more than actually just a fucking scissor lift in the corner holding a clamp on light for the one corner of the ring. Yeah, of course, I mean, outside of kayfabe, of course you would notice someone like that. My question is, was he sat there the whole time? Like, was he sat under the ring the whole time? Because this was what, an hour or two into the show already, or did he sneak in when they were rigging it up to bring the truck over.
That's the magic of wrestling. I couldn't tell you.
So, we can get word of God from GoPro Wrestling, though. I would appreciate that.
Didn't you notice when the lights went out, there was a shadowy figure that was being escorted through the
of
crowd
course.
and onto the lift? Yeah. Masha spits at Mason. Mason comes off the scissor lift and wipes Atticus blood on his own face. Sorry there. I jumped the gun. B, is there anything else you wanted to mention?
Yeah.
All of his notes, actually.
I was about to say, yeah. Where was I? Think I was at the beginning.
Slight acknowledgement of JCW on a main card. Finally, we get some acknowledgement that there are storylines happening in the other Fed. Finally.
I wrote, yeah, for me, the booking, Vandal 48 needs to be booked stronger. Look at Atticus and Otis, what they did in their first tag match together and the destruction they caused with Sam and Fuego, KJ, that is still playing out to this day. I just wish that they would kind of be booked stronger to be more representative like how they were then instead of how they are now, losing to random put together teams. It kind of like ruins the whole family stuff if you're losing to a bunch of randoms putting together. So I just want them to be booked stronger. Just to be followed by loss after loss is infuriating and disappointing to see. But I guess I should shut up because at least I'm getting Atticus versus Mason, it seems, at some point after all this. And so that's where I will say I apologize and take it back and thank you for Atticus versus Mason. And that was the only thing that really saved the match too.
Noter, wait till the end. I've got about 5 minutes of a rant in me about future storylines, so we'll save that for later.
Noter on Foxcatcher? This one? Foxcatcher, he's
Foxcatcher, yeah.
The mask too. The mask looked awesome. Like I love the pigs on the Cougars, but then also Napier's mask was that one.
I thought you were talking about Mason's mask because he's used that as an entrance mask before.
No, not the money mask.
Mask.
Napier's entrance mask. How they came like they look so menacing in the entrance, and like they look like something else. They stand out, and then they just lose and lose and lose. It's infuriating after seeing the destruction that they could do. Sorry,
I'm cool with them coming through the crowd just for fun. I'm cool with actually them coming from 3 different directions in the crowd. Old school, just for fun.
Shield style.
Well, yeah, because it's like we're everywhere. I don't know. Hasn't been used in a while. Maybe it has.
I can see them do that to Circle Mason during a promo now. Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I think that would be the best way to book it is put it in there somewhere. Yep. Just slam it in the story, have them surround him. Yeah.
All right. Our next match is for the GCW tag belts as Young, Dumb, and Price, Buster in the Brain, Jordan and Alec defend the belt against Los Desperados, Gringo, and Jack Cartwheel.
Gringo's jersey was badass. I was actually looking, I'm like, damn, I might have to hit him up. I did hit him up. Actually, he's got a bunch of new stuff. So if you're a Gringo fan, hit him up sometime. He's got new hats and everything. Like I said, literally just checking it out. I was going to get a Gringo hat for one of my friends. He's kind of a crazy white boy. It would have been Gringo Loco would have fit him very well. Cartwheel's the second person who could have won the WWID championship, and it would have been featured prominently on one of the biggest shows of the year for indie wrestling. I feel this was a missed opportunity for GCW and WWEID to feed each other. Referee Dan Perch in the ring, always a welcome sight. Good job spinning the team so the faces were on camera. I don't know who else really caught that one.
Always love Perch.
He has his shit together. You actually see him go, no, you guys over here, you guys over here. Good job. This match had more speed and agility than the ring could handle at times. Both guys pulled out a new move. YDNP still building their impressive tag team repertoire. I only mentioned it because we asked for them to build, and they've put serious time into it. So hats off for that, guys. Gringo with the Psychosis style leg drop off the top rope, but it wasn't enough. Our winner and still GCW tag team champions, YDNP. What were your thoughts?
It was fun. It was just lucha bullshit like we always want to see in somewhere on a match. Like it's like Gringo and Cartwheel, you can never have a bad time watching them in a match.
Yeah.
Unless they're sitting there selling for 5 minutes each, but they never do that. So, I mean,
my notes are very short and simple too. I wrote great high-paced tag match once again from both of these teams. I just felt like it was missing a story. It was just a match, and I guess I'll get my story here at the end of this. But I just wish it was I just felt like for GC, like Homecoming, while the opening was cool, I just felt there could have been some more pomp and circumstance to heighten it up, and a GCW tag belt with a story would have kind of furthered that case.
Well, out comes a box with balloons and a clown on it. Balloons come out of the box when Oliver opens it, and the brothers of Funstruction are now attacking YDNP. Too Tough Tony, Big Al, and Caleb Conley also get involved. Bam Sullivan, Matt Tremont, Joey Janela, and Dr. Redacted come out for the save. And this is what set up our challenge. So we now have a match for War Games. This is on October 11th.
And I think this match was more of a setup for that promo more than actually the match itself, which...
Yep.
So my question for both of you, do you feel at any time Los Desperados will be taken seriously and possibly carry a championship?
I fucking wish. I mean, I don't know how much time we got with Cartwheel being ID and, you know, potentially moving up to the Fed system, but like they deserve it. I mean, like Gringo's been doing so much fucking work in this company for God knows how long at this point. The fact that he hasn't been given the tag team belts because it's been on Jordo and Price for all this time. I mean, I don't care if it's with Gringo and Jack or Gringo and Arez.
That's where I was going to go there.
One of the two. Just give them the belts. I mean, like...
Let them freebird it.
Seriously. Like, what's the big deal? Like, let them...
Freaking
they are... All three of them are Desperados, so I mean, like, just give it to Desperados. Let him freebird it. If Jack comes in for the day because he doesn't have WWE that day, let him defend it. Otherwise, give it to Gringo and Arez. I mean, what the... Like, it's the fucking indies. Who cares... If it's not the right two people that are defending it, it's, you know, freebird it.
Same.
Why not Gage for Team GCW? Can't move Bam? You know what I mean? No, I'm thinking about it. So maybe Gage has a story coming.
I'm about to say, is he ready? About. Is he? Like, I don't know. I haven't been following anything outside of GCW. I have seen like
that's an insane stat.
That's
an insane stat that Gringo is 25 years into the game.
So yeah, I had to ask. It's just one of those things. I just feel like that they've done enough, but you know, he says, don't take away Bam. I love you. Poor Great One was on me.
It's a very, those were very specific people to make that save. And Tremont specifically said, this is Team GCW. Barring any other announcement from GCW booking committees, I will take that as gospel that you know, the Last Outlaws will put out Bam, Doc, Tremont, Joey, insert fifth person here as their cage match squad. You know, if it's 5 on, because I'm assuming most of these have been 5 on 5. I mean, somebody in the chat correct me. I think GCW versus Deathmatch Royalty was 4 on 4, and I think that was the last time there's been War Games, right? Yeah, that was last year, right?
Yeah, that was not a very good War Games. That's the one with Bubba.
Not Bubba Perkins.
Not Bubba Perkins.
But
but that was the one with Bubba Ray where we
only
were
Bubba
like,
I acknowledge.
But yeah, normally they've been 5 on 5. So I mean, so we have Bam, Matt, Doc,
Joey,
and then either Joey or Jordo and Alex. Throw Jordo and Alex in there too. Jordo and Alec. Sorry, not Alex. Alec.
So you don't think Alice is going to be part of Team GCW?
Good old Big Al.
Alice, Big
not
Al
GCW.
Crowley.
Sorry, JCW.
I think that the people that came to Atlantic City from hold on, where's my fucking helmet? I'm going in. I think that the people that came from JCW specifically came for that reason. I would be very surprised if Juggalo's team did not include Conley, Alice, the Clowns, and Tony. I would be very surprised if they didn't include those on their team.
Kyle said some awesome stuff here. To preserve the feeling that is Gage, he should be relegated to a special attraction only now. Let's let him do big saves, big promos, and the occasional big match, Tremont. So here's my thing, honestly, to get this guy working.
Put Gage on commentary,
thank you.
Please.
That's it. He's the authentic GCW voice. If anything, he is okay. So it was wrapped. This company was wrapped around him. Why the hell ain't he talking? You know what I mean? I love when there's a death match and you hear Gage going, "Oh, look at that motherfucker." It's him. He's
He yells at the
thinking,
refs.
he's talking like we think. And nobody talks and thinks like that much anymore. I don't know. We'll see. Violent J.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
I think he would.
I mean, if Bubba Ray Dudley
Bubba Ray run in. Bubba Ray run in, have the bottle of alcohol or and be done.
I mean, if we consider Bubba Ray Dudley as a participant in last year's War Games, why can't Violent J do that for JCW this year?
Yeah. So that's the other thing. A couple things that I think were missed opportunities. I really wish Violent J would have maybe had somewhere set up and maybe did $10, $20, $25 meet and greets, blah, 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 because it would have hit. Number two, I really wish that GCW would have made Juggalo style, the like jersey type things that they have. It's like the hockey jersey looking thing with the hat.
There are more than one worker has put out parody Malenko style shirts. Bam has an ICP style shirt. Duke has an ICP style shirt. Matt and Effy put them out as their uniforms for War Games. It's a funny bit. I want to see GCW jerseys. I want to see box logos on baseball jerseys.
Hockey jerseys, I think is cool.
JCW does hockey jerseys. We're a baseball fed. We're absolutely a baseball fed.
Yeah, that's true.
Brett's a Mets fan. We had a show
that's
at
not
a baseball. we had a show at the ballpark in Coney Island. I mean, we always shit talk baseball at these shows. Put the fucking Last Outlaws across a baseball jersey.
Oh, and you get to pick your own number or some shit. Wouldn't that be cool?
Shit like that. Yes.
You know how many 69s would be sitting in the crowd because we're fucking bad boys.
I would do it. Literally, that was my first thought. Was I'm gonna have a baseball jersey that says Greaser because of my hair. It's 69.
Oh, I like the 422. You know how many of those will sell in LA?
Oh my god.
So I forget who it was, and I sincerely apologize whoever said it in chat, but maybe was it Noter, had said that they'd bought a jersey from Atticus and it's great quality. So that's kind of worth knowing if you're trying to stretch your money. So,
I'm looking into that one. Yeah, he has two nice baseball jerseys.
I was too big for the sizes, so I kind of got screwed. But I do want you to know, I really did try
on this show.
Yeah, we're so it's for me, it's not around, it is around, but it's not, I have to actually buy my shirts 2 to 3 sizes bigger to get the length. I'm 6'3", so I'm buying shirts that are, look at this thing is like this on me.
Luckily I've been able to find shirts that have like the extra long length. But so I mean, I'm normal size, but I have to have the extra 3 inches of length on the top just because I'm a tall guy. So
how about green cane versus cocaine? I'm into it.
Yes, do it.
He did it. Great one did it. We're going to have Screwball on the back. That's awesome.
Nice.
If people know who, I don't know. Should we, a great one. If you want to tell the lore of who Screwball is, that's up to you. You can throw it in chat. I don't want to ruin anything there. Anything else about this?
We need show baseball jerseys for collective next year. All 3 of us with baseball jerseys for collective next year.
Yes.
That would be nice. Oh yeah, Clown also.
I'll get on that.
He's 6'2", so he's got to buy a 4. Yeah, I'm buying like a 5X, and still when I put my arms up, I still got belly coming out. I'm like, oh, it sucks. It sucks so bad. If it gets washed more than twice, it's shrinking up on me. I'm not good at laundry. So he does have it on his Twitter. So yeah, if you find Screwball online, that's a great one. If you get a chance, say hi or maybe follow him on there. Everybody has our stuff on here. Follow us if you have a chance. We're annoying. It's cool.
I just shit post about wrestling and complain about the Yankees. I mean, if you're into that, please join me.
I do feet pics for $5 a piece. If you want to, join me.
Are we still on?
Yeah, I know, right, okay. right. All of a sudden our screen goes blank. Lauderdale comes on. We're so sorry, guys.
All
right.
right. Our next match was the 6-way scramble death match, as it was Bear Bronson, Bam Sullivan, Ciclope, John Wayne Murdoch, Little Sicko, and Mr. Danger.
All right. Let's see here. This is a 6-way death match. Just watch it if you haven't. I think I'll just go ahead and start with our notes right there. Bam with little baby devil horns on his hat. I just got roasted by Chad about taking out Bam for Gage. Let me talk about that. I just said it just to say it. Actually, if anybody's listened to our show for a long time, I'm a big fan of Bam's personality. He shows a ton of personality, and GCW is that type of a company. So I feel like he fits in there nicely.
That's what pissed me off about both. Never mind. I don't even want to get onto it. Go. I don't want to get onto it. Seriously, I don't want this smoke again. It's a year ago. Go ahead.
Okay. Danger's then out next. Frank is getting chants and pointed from fans during the chants. That was funny. You can see some of those people literally pointing to him in the bottom right corner. Little Sicko was out next. Great reception. I think GCW fans are still figuring him out. But this match was a great introduction for those who are new.
He's suffering because his gimmick of being a clown is too close to Juggalo.
Oh, didn't think about that.
If I had to put any pin into why people are having trouble figuring out Sicko, it's because we're being saturated with the Juggalo stuff, and he's not associated with the Juggalo stuff, but his gimmick is very similar to that.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to anybody about that. That is my personal opinion. So if anybody's clipping this, it's my personal opinion about Little Sicko. Is I think his issue is that him coming in as a clown in full clown paint is too similar to the whole Juggalo thing. But I know he's entirely. I don't know if he is or not. I literally don't know if he's a Juggalo or not. I don't think he's associated with that stuff. If he is, please fucking correct me, because I've been wrong on this show before and I'll be wrong again. But he's just not in that team. I'm not putting him in the Juggalo box like I am some of the other people.
No, you're just saying like the similarities of for people that aren't in the know and just show up to these shows and aren't watching week to week. Like, yeah, I can see the confusion there for sure.
So then here's the fun one. When in the last moment when it's important, do you think he should flip for JCW?
I was actually just thought about that when he was bringing that up. I was like, man, what if he's on Team GCW? That would be a cool.
My
GCW
thought, if you're gonna have anybody flip, have Tarzan flip.
But is he important to GCW enough that so the purpose of a flip basically is to get the fans to be like, oh my God, I didn't see that. So it has to be someone we're either emotionally involved in or someone more higher up the feed.
Oh, I get that.
Does that make sense?
I absolutely get that.
Interesting. So I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know. I love Sicko. I'm looking forward to seeing him more. We've said this before about various people. I'm big on the underdog. And when I see somebody who's trying their ass off, I'm all for it. So new blood, always nice to see. Yeah, you know what? I'll get into it in this match. I won't go much further here. Ciclope got that eyeball mass. Dude has so much charisma. Fans love him for sure. Bear out next. The fans are solidly behind him. You can see so is the GCW machine at this point. Welcome back, John Wayne fucking Murdoch. First and second degree, I can't remember. And 2 weeks later, he's back in the ring bumping on fucking glass.
Mm-hmm.
Duke chants throughout the fucking terminal. In the opening, I realized this was meant to be Bear's match. Everyone was selling Bear as a huge threat. I felt that this was a build-up for night 2 and maybe a foreshadowing we may have a new UV champion. That's how I was feeling after this match. Since both Sicko and Danger are both newer and skinnier, Emil called them lanky. I do like putting them together. I feel like it's smart as singles. They're getting there, but you know, this happens with singles sometimes. If you put them with another person, it's like they complete them. I feel like Sicko and Danger have enough in common and have enough of a look that they could work together and complete each other. It was cool to see one getting a person set up while the other one's setting up the tables and everything. So I got to give it that much. Bear threw Sicko out of the ring, over the post, and onto Ciclope, and a Chad Rico in full sunglasses. Somebody was stoned. Did I see Adam Galt helping Chad Rico to the back after that? Either Chad was messed up or that impact where he caught Sicko must have really fucked him up. Bam has been in GCW more lately, and I haven't disliked it. It's funny. I have this written in here. He has personality, which is a must here. Bam went back first onto a knife board and then head first through a box of tubes. Bear covered him for 3. Our winner here was Bear. And Frank, was this the match where off camera Sicko got that standing ovation?
Yeah, while the KJ and Effy promo was playing, Sicko got up and people were chanting for little Sicko as he was finishing up selling and starting to walk to the back during the promo. So yeah.
Sounds like the fans are sold on him as a deathmatch wrestler. Nice.
So
what you thinking, B?
I was so fucking happy to see Ciclope back. Yeah, the eyeball mask. I made more notes about it the next night, but that was cool looking, and he looks fresh. Like, he looked happy. The crowd was into him. Like, how was the crowd reaction to him, Frank? Because you guys were there the last time that you guys
coming back.
Ciclope, since the last his match against me.
Now. You cannot hate Ciclope. Whenever he says "okay," the entire crowd comes back. Okay.
Yeah, so I was happy to see him back and get the reception that he did. Glad to hear, Frank, you said that it was good live. Bear just looked dominating. Right?
Sorry.
No, you're good. What was I saying? Bear looks so good. Good way to him building momentum into the next night's match against Tremont. Same thing as you, John. I'm surprised to see John Wayne Murdoch's back so early. Bam and Sicko seemed to be received very well by the crowd as well, and I enjoyed how they were looked in this match. And I thought this was a good change of pace death match, seeing everybody working together and bodies flying everywhere and action being everywhere. There was not a dull moment, and I like these multi-person matchups instead of just a heads up. I'm becoming a really big fan of them.
Like I said, just I saw Bear win, and I'm like, well, shit. This Especially is the push into night 2.
That combined with the thought that Bear said his family and his wife were coming to Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your video was awesome.
You can only think of one thing when you say, "Oh yeah, my entire family's coming to a death match." I'm like,
"Oh shit."
So yeah.
And B made a great point, man. You had a really good interview with him. He's great.
All right. I'll let you kind of just go into it, John. I don't want to kind of spoil it.
Oh, okay. Well, our next match was Austin Luke versus a welcome back returning AJ Gray. Austin Luke came out first and he won some match. I kind of questioned, does he have enough of a history at GCW to be on this show? Now, That's when AJ Gray's music hits. Welcome back. I just put AJ's about to eat, and he ate for about 2 minutes. Our winner here was AJ Gray. I just want to say this before I throw it to you two. I feel like that should have been Deppen in the Austin Luke position, given his history, his best character, and the fact that he's stepping away from the ring. And this is all about the history of GCW. This would have been the Deppen spot.
I agree with you. Yeah. I mean, it could have gone either way. I'm not mad that it was AJ over Deppen. You know, it could have gone either way when you say that, but.
No, I think he's saying Tony's going to take Austin Luke's spot to kind of come out, draw the heat, and get AJ to come out.
Deppen as Austin, not Deppen as AJ. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, instead of sending Austin out, send Deppen out. Let him fuck with the crowd because he's done it for years, and then let AJ do his thing. But again, AJ may be too rough.
Let Austin eat that bullshit, heat magnet.
True, yeah.
I thought you were going to say let Deppen be the guy to come out and fuck over Austin.
That makes sense too.
That does make sense. Actually, that's better booking than I came up with.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
For me, I popped hearing the music. I lost my shit. That's a name kind of similar to Atticus. We never thought we'd see back in GCW, that we've been kind of always saying we'd hope we see him back. So him showing up was a surprise. I also popped seeing Bubba and the Havoc crew singing "Let's Do It" and having the time of their lives at homecoming weekend. My one question is this a one-time thing for homecoming as a cool little moment, or are we going to see more of AJ Gray moving forward?
I hope we see more of him going forward, because if you saw that crowd pop, I mean, I had some of the other regulars, tap me on the legs and point over my shoulder, and I might have seen something I wasn't supposed to see before that match happened.
Yeah.
But if you know, you know, and the people who were super into it, like that, were very happy to see AJ back. I mean, like there were multiple points where multiple people were crying at different things in the show, just based off the little crowd of regulars that I talk to all the time. That some people, I was almost crying when Gage came out. I know, Billy from the chat was almost crying when Gage came out. Paul was almost crying when AJ came back out.
That was a good moment.
To me, the first time I was ever going to see him live, I memorized his entrance song. I'm getting ready. I'm like, yeah. And then he had left GCW. So I'm like, okay, I hope we see him in LA or somewhere, because I still got the words memorized and I really want to sing him live. Really want to sing him live. So yeah, really looking forward to that. From the way he's talking online, he is back at GCW and he has the highest intentions of staying here and delivering for us. He seems very thankful and happy to be back. And generally that's the kind of worker I would want delivering wrestling matches. If they're not going to be hungry, then they need to at least be driven. And sounds like he is. Now, the other thing I want to mention here, and I'm not going to go too much into this, but throughout those 2 days, we got a lot of Stackhouse and Orso build throughout both shows. I mean, I was like, maybe they had a lot of extra video left over or something, but I felt like we were reminded about that almost every 3-4 matches. It was very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not shitting on the fact that we have stories building, but I mean, like how often could you bang that drum?
And it wouldn't be KJ and Sam's fault, because like I said, Brett or somebody's going, hey, shoot this one, shoot him this one, shoot him, to a point where I felt like that overshadowed KJ and Effy. Oh, I'm jumping ahead a little, but I felt like, we're getting KJ Sam, and it's like, wait, well, KJ's supposed to be fighting Effy. We should be having a video that's hyping, Effy and him a little more, but KJ has his foot in 2 different pots right now. What you gonna do?
I thought it was kind of like the beginning video. I thought maybe it was kind of foreshadowing or foretelling and stuff, but this was also after the fact, and I think we skipped it earlier, Frank. The backstage interview that we got from KJ Orso before his match.
Oh, yeah, from Amy Rose, yeah.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's something we've been asking for and saying, like, we've been wanting to see, and I thought it was cool to see, but like I liked how he addressed it early on in the show and said there ain't gonna be no bullshit. Like, I got all these face covered, but obviously it is bullshit because Stackhouse still came out. But just the cool little tease at the beginning, I thought, and everything, as John, you were saying, was Sam, I thought that just was leading to some sort of big moment coming up in the title match.
Man, oh man.
Wawa. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Shit. Thanks, Bubba Perkins. Next match is for the GCW World Title as Effy defends it against one KJ Orso.
Given the gravity of the World Championship, matched with the size of this show, I wish there were more build leading up to this. Of course, that's my first note. Now, this is Effy's 32nd title defense, which is impressive as all get out. Effy picks up KJ and executes an atomic drop and puts all of KJ's weight on his bad knee. You can actually see it bend to the left a little bit when he does it. Don't do that, Effy. He does a curb stomp that also irritates that knee, but I couldn't tell if that was something he was trying to do to buy time. A very back and forth match here. We miss Fuego chants were coming through. Whoever was doing that in the crowd, that was enjoyable.
I didn't start that one, but I was definitely part of that
one. That's when Stackhouse arrives. And I will say here, where was it at? Great One had actually corrected me here on the whole situation with KJ and Effy. But yeah, Stackhouse, that's why they had the videos, was because Stackhouse was going to arrive during this match. Again, I'm so sorry here. Stackhouse arrives. He's beating the shit out of KJ, throwing him into the crowd. Effy and Sam end up working together. KJ sold a huge Stackhouse boot. Sam goes for the chair shot and accidentally takes out Effy. We're learning, though, there's a new Chelsea at GCW. Chelsea's Stackhouse. She hits Fuego in the huevos from behind. Effy hits a well-sold spear, then a sack rider and covers for 3. Our winner and still the GCW world champion, Effy. Thoughts?
It was fine. You know, it pushed the story along. It's besides Chelsea coming in and interfering again, I don't think there was that much new information on this match. I mean, it was a fun match. You know, I was sports entertained by what I saw. But besides, I want to see Chelsea come out here and you know, actually manage Stackhouse again.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
If Chelsea's back and she's performing, like if she ran in like that, she's a performer now. She's working the show now. I want to see her come back and you know, support her man and be that manager for Sam Stackhouse, especially if we're going into this, like, you know, this is the end of all ends match that we have brewing. I want to see her like as a manager, just because we don't have enough managers in GCW. I know it's another body. You know, you don't want to.
I would do one in a heart. I do one in a heartbeat. So I would love to manage in a heartbeat. Not even talking the mic, just get on the side of the ring and just it would be fun.
Because you know, we need more of that. I mean, the last time we've had an actual manager in GCW, I want to say it was Skills the Great with the SAT.
Wow.
I mean, like think of the time frame that we had that the SAT hasn't been here. Like, name one full-time manager that we've had since then. That isn't like
we had like a heater valet. You know,
we've had SDL with Cardona, but I wouldn't call that a full-time manager.
No. It's just on the independent scene, you know.
It's different that you don't see it that much, but you know.
It's too expensive, number one. But also, I mean, okay, so I'll tell you who right now, and who's fucking awesome at it. The Rev with Tank. The Rev is a fucking beast on the microphone. Tag me all fucking day long. He's somebody that dude, knockout performances every single time. I've listened to some of his shit and at the end been like, damn.
At first glance, the Rev is you know, very different. But when he's beyond the whole corpse paint thing and he's actually talking beyond doing like the whole Covenant of the Goat scream, he talks and he could do that all goddamn day.
Dude. So. And right now, Maori's on a come up. We haven't seen him in GCW, but part of, Nathan Maori is going to be another one down the road for death matches that he's on a come up. Watch for that name. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Yeah, look at all the Rev fans. Tank fans, the Coven. Like, dude, that's a good, I don't know. I'm a big fan of all of that. I love what they do. I love Tank. I respect him for what he's done. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? MM3. Are we seeing them in Detroit? Anybody know if we see MM3?
We might have McCarty then with the Pillars. Then that if it's in Detroit, there's a very good chance we'll see McCarty with the Pillars.
So that's the thing right there. If they can get a babysitter, Mr. and Mrs. can kick the shit out some people. So
all right,
it's like,
point withdrawn. Then point withdrawn. You know, real life is more important than you know, fighting your friends in shiny pants. But yes.
Pillars, and I'll say this here. Reed just said Rev and Tank say he's not ready yet. No, not yet, but it's coming. The kid is not the kid. He's a kid to me, but he's smart.
We're going back to our point now. Kid. We're going back to our point from before. Yeah,
I know what he does for a living. He's smart. I mean, on the side, I guess would be the best way to put it. He's a wrestler, but yeah. All right. He said, I'm saying this now. If the Pillars show out, I need them back for Fight Club weekend. Thoughts? I don't know about Fight Club weekend, but I'm not against it.
Tag team division depth. Tag team division depth is the name of the fucking game. You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We could use it.
When I was watching Young Dumb versus Gringo and Jack, my first thought was, haven't we seen this match before? And I thought, and we saw him in a 6-man that hit him up on the first a couple of weeks ago. But I mean, that's too close for comfort to say, like, you know, we saw this match up 3 weeks ago and now we're basically running it back.
Right there.
Yep.
Tag team depth is just the name of the game, and if the Pillars do well in Detroit, what's stopping them from doing well in Atlantic City?
Right there, Pillars and Rejects.
Yeah, that's I think in Detroit.
Bring the violence.
Real quick for my notes, I wrote for Effy and KJ. Yeah, like you guys were saying, all the fuckery went down in this one, kind of like the opening match, and I enjoyed it. It all made sense. Effy is looking more worn down as champion in all his title defenses, and I'm interested to see what's next because I really thought this was the night / weekend he would lose the belt, but he continues to prove me wrong.
I mean that's another thing is like we need. I was surprised neither belt changed hands this weekend.
Yep. Same.
So
Bear would have come out with something. I would have, of course, built it first, but Bear would have come out with something. And if there was a belt that I felt was appropriate, KJ too. KJ would come out with something because of the top 100 matches this year. He's in like 3 of them, and there's only been like 8 or 9. So he's been in a third of, and he hasn't had that many matches at GCW. So full respect. He's another one at some point. I mean, if we had, see, I don't want to go that far because IC titles don't exist really, but if there was some type of a IC title or something where it was just somebody who just was on fire, either in ring, out of the rig, or on the microphone, that's where I'd put him. But he's becoming a complete package overall. You can put him on the mic, you can put him anywhere. You put him in the ring with anybody, he's going to make them and himself look good. I have a lot of respect for him, no matter what character comes out of his head today.
Yeah.
I think Effy's knee is in jeopardy. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not good. It's been weeks. We're going to pretend it didn't happen, B.
Good. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to be the first one tonight.
No, you're okay.
I'll just say it's coming along real good in his matches. Like you could legit see it, but I think it's kind of also playing into the story. And I enjoyed like his promo the next night of kind of him bringing up all his title defense and what it's done and what his body has gone through. Yeah, but I think legit it is coming in jeopardy, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I forgot. I was reading the next one too. Thoughts of Addis, Addy versus Mason. One of the two would get it. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that week would have been
right
it.
here.
Yeah, back in New York.
See what happens. I don't know. I'm excited. We'll see. Our next little spot here, there is a promo that's leading up into the main event. We kind of know those guys. Actually, V&V. We ended up in a promo. It's us. We were part of the video for the main event. And yeah, we were pushing Takeda versus Slade. We're fans. It was pretty fucking cool to be on the main event at homecoming weekend in one way or another,
Thank you, Ivan, for asking for our permission to use our video in a respectful manner.
Whatever. I'll tell you what, man. We love what Addy did. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. That was cool doing the video and kind of seeing it kind of play out. I didn't actually when it first came out, I was like, oh cool, it's on the YouTube. We're on the YouTube too. I didn't even think about it being on the main show, and yeah, it was a cool thing to see. And as that's John said, that led us to our main event, Takeda versus Slade.
Okay, first thing, referee Scarlett Donovan did a great job handling this main event. This was wild. Slade came out first. I feel stress on him. It's almost like you can see it in his eyes. I don't know if he knew what kind of a match was coming or what, but usually look at Slade, he has kind of a stare, and this one, he's kind of looking around a little bit more than usual. I don't know what it's about. Found it interesting.
Just the lights of the main event, maybe,
Maybe. I just, we've seen these guys so many times. You kind of, it's like, your brother or, your mom, when they're not right, you can kind of see it in them. Same thing. I just felt like maybe he was stressed or he's like, oh, fuck, I'm about to get shot out of a cannon, Takeda's getting a hero's welcome. This was a nasty glass fest. They fought outside early. Takeda slicing Slade with his extra large Amazon scissors. Ringside camera caught some awesome shots all night. I did want to mention that. And
did I see a shot of Slade catching a pair of open scissors midair?
Bro, yes. Actually, I almost think his finger got in one of the finger holes where I think he caught it all fucking dude, you even see him kind of smile about it afterwards because it's like, oh fuck, he got it. Dude, Dude, yeah, you go watch it.
Yeah.
You go watch it back. Slade surprises himself. It's pretty funny.
Like, oh shit, they're fucked. You know, Slade caught open scissors.
Yeah,
like, holy.
that could have went 8 different ways of wrong, and I caught it the 9th safe way.
Yeah.
Scary section where Takeda's knee went out. Lauderdale was ringside. That's always never a good
I even
sign.
tweeted about that. You know, Lauderdale's ringside. We are now at DEFCON 1. Yeah. That's not a gimmick when Lauderdale comes ringside. That's something has gone pear-shaped very quickly if he runs ringside like that.
Yeah, he's had to come down for a couple different things. And I remember, I think it was B that told me one time when I first learned, he goes, ooh, Lauderdale's near the ring. I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's not good. He's trying to communicate, or he's trying to watch something, or he's trying to tell the guys, you know, I'm trying to tell you to do something. You're not listening. Like, it's serious when Lauderdale is ringside. So watch out.
I mean,
that
like
one.
that's not even like a kayfabe thing that we're trying to feature as like a storyline thing. If you see Lauderdale ringside, shut the fuck up and watch what's happening.
Cause something is a little different, and he's pulling from the fucking table. He's pulling from Gorilla to come down there. So yeah, pay attention to that one for sure. Oh, TJ. By the end of night 1, Frankie did not shake my hand due to the fact I had Slade's blood. Were you trying to be Slade blood brothers?
I'm not good. I'm not good with blood on shaking hands and stuff like that. That's my one. I'm very proper about that. I can't do that.
Also, I just wanted to mention Takeda was still holding his knee after the match. No lie, when that happened during the match, I'm like, oh fuck, there goes the main event. Because that's knee injuries don't always, and he was down there for a while just pushing Slade off, and he was, you know, communicating the whole time. I'm going, oh, he's fucked up. Luckily he did okay and even made it tonight too, but holy shit, I went, tell me, like, everything was perfect all night. Tell me the main event don't get fucked on a knee. You know what I mean? Like, that's so GCW, like one thing goes wrong, or, you know, but yeah, we were fortunate here, and so was Takeda. Our winner was Masashi Takeda.
Yeah, same thing. Takeda blowing his knee out that early in the match and continuing was crazy. That guy is not real. Like, I kind of wanted to, hopefully that man is not real on the airplane kind of meme up right now. He just powered through it, and he's insane. Takeda, that's what makes him so special, I think.
He tweeted out after the show saying, like, you know, I hurt my knee, you know, but tomorrow I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to pop it back in. I'm going to keep fighting for my daughter. I'm like, holy shit, that man's a fucking monster.
Yeah, I got more notes the next time. Like, how is this guy even moving? Yes, I also want to shout out Slade. Stepped up big time in this matchup. I enjoyed all his interactions with Slade. Slade kind of like, what the fuck? And Takeda being like, what the fuck is he facing? Because like Slade just like no selling some crazy shit.
Slade had a gimmick table. Slade had a fucking gimmick table too.
Go Slade. All right.
Like, I know he's always been the man in the corner. Like, I've heard even from like wrestlers that I've talked to offhand, like even backstage and, like, you know, not on stage, Slade is just in the corner with his headphones on, pacing back and forth with his shirt off, just muttering to himself. Like as you see it is as you get. But to see him out front next to Bear's gimmick table with his own stack of 8x10, forgive me. I was in an altered state of consciousness by the end of that show. Forgive me.
No, not you.
Clutch pearls. But yeah, he was there with next to Bear, and he had, you know, he was taking photos with people and he was talking to people, and it's like, this is not the same Slade that we had in GCW 2 months ago.
It's like Bear unlocked something in him.
And I mentioned that to Bear.
Just taking my notes, man. Get out of here.
B gets to go first on the next match. Oh yeah, he said, "Fuck it, I'm gone. It's tea time, motherfucker." You two talk to each other.
All right, go back to the two man. Go back to the two man. It's just you and me, John.
that was literally my last note right there. I feel like Bear has unlocked a version of Slade that I think we are all enjoying, but didn't expect to see. All right, I'm out. I'm done. Have a good night.
I'm done. Fuck you guys. I'm out. Yeah, so then question here with you guys. I didn't know what you felt was best. We're like an hour and 41 in. Should we take a 3-minute break, or should we move through to the next show? What do you
roll
prefer?
that beautiful cookie footage?
Okay. Is it okay just to take 3 minutes? Chat, if it's cool, we're just going to take 3 minutes, just refresh our drinks, smoke, whatever. Do your thing. We will be back here in
update my notes.
a
Delete your notes because you won't need them because I'm just gonna rip them anyway.
For real, that's how I feel like. That's good though. That's a good thing.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 3. Enjoy yourselves. Here comes the cookie. We're back.
We're back.
Hope everybody had a chance to relax. Thank you for coming back for round 2.
And now homecoming night 2.
Well, the balloons are still on the ceiling, boys.
I like that little touch there.
I thought that was the funniest fucking thing. Was the show opens up and the goddamn balloons are on the ceiling, like the party is still.
Not like we don't have 3 scissor lifts in the room that they could have just grabbed them with.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Decisions were made or decisions weren't made at all, but we know that the balloons weren't touched either way. Great energy for a Sunday show. Anybody who knows Sunday shows knows that it's usually a little more laid back and less full. We'll take the Sunday crowd that we had. They were red hot when they needed to be. I'll also give Emo credit. He had an RVD shirt on. That's my boy.
With the solo jazz cup pants.
Oh yeah. All the bitches. All the bitches.
Oh man. First match was a tag team death match, as it was dangerously quick. Little Sicko and Mr. Danger versus Drew Parker and Takeda. I must have missed that. My bad.
They didn't put it on the screen, I don't think, but I think it was mentioned by commentary. It's another one of those throw together names.
I was just making sure you weren't trying to like anchorman me over there, and I'm just reading off the prompter because you could have been right or wrong there. That's why I was like, I don't know that one. I'm going to be careful here.
Ash, GoPro Productions here, GPW.
Thank you. I was gonna say when you guys were talking about the balloons, I wouldn't mind seeing them up there for the Art of War games,
Just
or if
keep-
not,
just
just like Juggalo
get
just
extra
releasing
balloons.
some. Exactly.
Just get more balloons and just throw them up there for war
Before
games.
the show.
And
That I
to
swear to
never
God, I was gonna
acknowledge
say
them.
that.
Just put more balloons up on the ceiling for war games.
That was my thought too.
Ash, I don't know if you'd heard, but earlier we were singing your praises. We thought that the camera work especially was good. We're probably going to talk about it later, but that main event night 2, we saw all the camera work and all the thought that was put in beforehand. And I think everything you were shooting for there looked fantastic. I don't know if it went through because of Bear or whatever, but the coordination shows, and it actually made for a better product. Kick ass and great job.
As always.
So in this match, they start with an opening sequence. Is pretty good. I was surprised that we had rules. Sicko was on fire this match. He sold his ass off. I was laughing at Mose and Emil calling Takeda's huge scissors Silk Road scissors, because that's what they look like. Do you guys know what Silk Road is?
No.
That's the okay, so that was the place back in the day that was where you would buy stuff underground on the deep web.
Oh, right. Okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah, so they were saying there's no other way to get these unless it's Amazon or the
Got
deep
it.
web. So they're Silk Road scissors. Takeda putting his scissors through Sicko's piercing and turning it was pretty nasty.
Oh,
Danger had a huge spot off of the top of the ladder. Drew had moments, but somehow I felt like he sunk into the background a lot on this match. I do remember that table not breaking.
Before I forget, I have an update from a note that we made last week, B. About, remember the railroad spike through Mosh Pit Mike's tongue?
Yes.
Mosh Pit Mike does not have a tongue piercing.
Oh,
That was a shoot railroad spike through a tongue.
Oh. Hey man. Hey, money's money.
They go for it. I can at least respect that, man. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I was told that I cringed in horror.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh my, that's nuts.
Yeah, Violent Valencia has the right reaction to that. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
What?
Cringeworthy.
Wow.
And yes, actually, the Silk Road. Yes, it's a long.
Yes, we know what it is, but that
my bad.
If you're talking about Silk Road and GCW, it's drugs. It's not ancient history. It's
drugs. Definitely drug related in some way. Takeda has Sicko eat a bundle, and he covered him for 3. Our winners here, the team of Drew Parker and Masashi Takeda. What do you guys think on this one?
Ooh, it was a lot. It was a lot right away. Just get the crowd hype again. I saw that dive, Drew, stealing your next drugs.
No, we are not, Frankie. We talked about this. We're not allowed to start drug chants on the show anymore.
Strike 2.
Well, this has been a good night.
Yeah, I wrote strong opening tag team death match. How the hell, like I was saying earlier, Takeda walking after the knee injury the night before. Parker and Takeda put Sicko in danger through the ringer this one. It very much felt like one of those that Mance Warner, SGC, Nick Wayne, Starboy Charlie, and I think it was Titus that fucked the kids match in LA. That's what it kind of felt like here. They just were putting him and beating him there and kind of showing them like, hey, we're veterans. But I liked how like Sicko and Danger, they provided something that Takeda and Parker, for some reason, like as you said, didn't do with the high flying and the creativeness and uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
But when they had the time to shine. But other than that, I enjoyed it, and it was a strong way to open up night 2 with the death match.
After the match, Drew Parker decides to try and break that table, and he bounced right off of it himself. I'm not even going to ask, but just is Drew Parker just kind of smaller or skinnier, and maybe the weight just didn't? Man, either that or those fucking tables were strong.
Insert I am the table here, but yes.
That oh my gosh. I won't get too much into it. Between Sicko and whatnot, like deathmatch blood here has just been, the new blood has been great. We touched on that, so I feel like I don't want to get back into it. KJ Orso comes out, pushed Emil down, takes the mic. He got instant heat. No one pushes down our Emil. We Miss Fuego chants had come out from the crowd. That really pissed off KJ. He said he should have won last night. He says his story with Effy is unfinished. Sam was his main subject. He called his wife Chelsea a bitch. Ouch. Fans didn't like that at all. What I did like,
oh my God, he said it.
I know, but what I did like, he announced on September 20th in LA, we're going to have a cage match, a steel cage match, nonetheless. I almost hope they sell the story less moving forward just a little bit, because I feel we understand it well enough and we don't want to overcook it with the fans, if that makes sense. But I will say, you know, as long as it keeps on a certain path, it won't fall on either side of the fence. Any thoughts on the KJ Orso Sam saga that we kind of haven't touched? Yeah, exactly. I kind of felt.
I'm just kind of like, I know I've been begging it to end in Phoenix, but I'm cool with it ending in LA because I'll probably be in LA, not Phoenix. As of right now,
aren't they on the same loop?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, you start some run in Phoenix that leads into the match in LA.
Yeah. I've been saying I kind of wish they got like the main event, the spotlight of it to that's kind of where they all started. We first kind of saw them work together as a tag team. So yeah. I agree with you, Kane. It's been obviously one of the best storylines in GCW. That's why
KJ's biggest fan wants this damn feud to end quickly, he said.
Scared of the big man, huh?
Could be.
Yeah, I'm just happy for it to be in LA, and I kind of hope it does get it's either got to be main event or opening match, but I would kind of, as of right now, hopefully it's a main event.
Cage match. The only two spots you can put a cage match are right after intermission or as the main event. Those are the only two spots a cage match goes in a GCW show.
They haven't been doing intermissions in LA. They've been kind of trying to end that.
So it's gonna so you're gonna get a 5-minute speed run setup of a cage, and it's gonna be the main event. That's the only thing that's gonna happen.
Could you imagine those? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they don't need intermissions in LA. We will like scatter like bugs. It's almost like if you could just get us all in the building, just fucking lock the door and keep us there.
Just remember Bloodsport, like the Bloodsport intermission. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Smoke breaks and smoke breaks.
The Cogers made Sam bleed for Fuego. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I just feel like they have a lot of history in Phoenix, but like Frank said, we'll get some sort of what was that? That was Jacob, or no, that was it was supposed to be Jacob and Starboy, but Starboy and Juicy. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited though. I mean, I kind of disagree that you guys like a slow burn. There's only there's no show for 2 weeks. There's only going to be the Detroit, and then it's homecoming already. So like, there's not like. I think KJ's been doing enough online, and so is Sam, like just retaliating, doing the replies. They've been doing enough online to keep it going. I'm excited to just watch it continue there over the next couple of weeks since there's no shows. Yeah, Juicy still.
Hey, I stand corrected. That's a good point. There's only so many shows before homecoming. That's something we haven't talked about, but there's only limited time. So I hope in these next couple of shows they sell whatever they're going to do in LA.
2 shows, Detroit and Indy. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, and both in the Midwest. So I don't know. That's going to be interesting because you got to fly them in. Yeah. Long story short, it's I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah.
Our next match is a 6-person tag match. The Miracle Ones going against Alec Price, Jordan Oliver, and Marcus Mathers.
Okay, not gonna lie, Miracle Ones are an impressive team. You could tell they're on another level. It's like newer team with YDNP and Marcus versus a more established team. You can just see it. That's what it is. In a wrestling match in an established TV company, I would have moved the tag titles that night. Mathers and Waller was very entertaining. I would also like to see Price and Waller down the road. I know it's been done, but they're getting better every day. Ichiban was badass. Need to see more as he also sunk into the background at times, but all 3 solid wrestlers. Oliver did some heavy lifting in spots, nasty chop fest with Kylan King. Jordan did a hot tag, and it was more horizontal than vertical, and it looked a lot better. We talked about that on a previous show. Great job, Jordo. Our finish here, YDMP and Mathers each hit their finishers, and they cover Kylan King 4-3. Our winners, Marcus Mathers and YDMP. What you thinking?
Were we in Atlantic City or were we in Worcester? I literally had to ask myself that when I saw this match come up.
You were talking about that. Expand on it for people who don't understand.
If you don't understand this, I think everybody in that match has worked a Beyond or a Wrestling Open at some point. And I think Miracle Gen and Ichiban are much more known up to the Worcester crowd than they are to the Atlantic City crowd. So it just seems, and of course, like I said before, Marcus Mathers is IWTV champ, so I mean, he's up and beyond all the time. It was just, I'm glad to see we're getting some of these other teams not from the GCW bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I said it before at NGI last year, where we had the NHB and Friends 4-way, which was just, you know, 4 guys you don't usually see on a GCW show who are more known as you know, ICW guys. And you know, seeing the people that's like, we know there's other wrestling out there. We want to see these other people. I know there's a fine line between bringing in people that are hot and bringing in people that, before you get to the show where every company is just running the same 12 guys. I know that's a very fine line to walk sometimes. And I'm glad we're getting people like Miracle Gen, like Ichiban. Some of these other names from, like, there's an entire Northeast beyond New York City that we're not using
yet. Yeah.
So, I mean, bring them in. We need some of that new blood sometimes.
Hey, just for fun,
I'm kind of good.
No, I have cut you off all damn night.
Go ahead.
Rough for beef tonight.
Now,
no, if John says another word, he's going to say exactly what you had in your notes. Go.
No, he won't.
I was just going to say.
You kind of already hit a lot.
In chat, if anybody has any tag teams that they maybe haven't seen in GCW that they'd like to see, by all means, please post them down there. I actually want to see what names come up.
Yeah, I kind of want to see some new names too. Because I'll piggyback. I'm going to bounce all over my notes here, so I'm sorry if I repeat myself or what you do, what you said, Frank. But I agree with you and what your notes too. Miracle Generation just by themselves. Wow, like I've seen Dustin Waller improve so much because we've seen him more than Kylon King because he comes over here for the scrambles or whatever. But I've been praising him since like the unfortunate concussion of how much he has grown as a singles competitor, and now seeing Miracle Gen as a tag team. Holy shit, Kylon King! That's a feud. Like that's a easy feud, and I know I've been saying this about all these damn tag teams that Jordan and Alec face, but wow, this is if you want a young, fresh tag team that GCW fans haven't really seen. Miracle Generation and Alec Price,
and you're lucky. And you're lucky that the Peanut Gallery had a couple people who are familiar with that Beyond scene, who knew the Ichiban ones, and you're supposed to count 1, 1, 1 when Ichiban pins somebody, not 1, 2, 3. Count 1 in the corner.
Yeah, and that's another name I've haven't seen a lot of.
Knowing the chants and knowing the little interjections that a crowd is supposed to sing along with when certain wrestlers do something, especially when they're the first time in a new building, makes them look so much bigger than they possibly could if somebody goes in blind. Just go back and watch 2-Day War, because I don't think it happened. Well, I mean, imagine 2-Day War and Tremont uses separate ways and nobody sings separate ways. That's the best thing I can think of. Nobody triple clapped when Drew came in when Drew came in against who was it? Was it Drake?
Younger, yeah.
Drake Younger. Nobody triple clapped. When you see those triple claps in Atlantic City or at any GCW show where he's known, it just makes people look so much bigger than you possibly could.
Bro, put that back up right there. The Rascals versus YDNP.
No offense to Trey. I always mess up the Trey.
Miguel.
Is it Miguel, right?
I believe so. I'm terrible with this one.
No
I get
offense
Ace Austin
to him.
and Trey Miguel missed up.
I want to see Wentz and Myron Reed, that version of the Rascals. Sign me up. Green Cane comment. That was beautiful. Leon Slater. We called this one a long time ago. We wanted Leon Slater in Boisterous Behavior. And
yep.
Man, like the Reese. Oh my, are you kidding me? That tag match that got announced? Please, more of it. But going back to my notes, because I'm going to skip here. This was another Alec Jordan great tag team, but this is what I asked for. I wanted a Young Bucks type of role. Them picking up these tag golds at all these different companies, I might be getting what I asked for. And now seeing them against like all these possible these tag teams we're seeing, they're on an incredible run. And I did not. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but how well they've gelled together that quickly as a tag team. And Yeah, Ichiban was another name I'm not familiar with outside of too much of the clips of here and there, but I think he looked really good and fit well with the Miracle. Is that their? Do they usually run a trios, Miracle ones?
It's Miracle Generation without Ichiban and
Yes.
Miracle Ones
with them. Yeah. So okay, so they as a trios, wow, like yeah, bring them back. That was a good. I just want to shout them out more because we've always shout out Alec and Jordan, and there's only so much we could say and repeat. But
John,
those ones were awesome.
pull Noter's comment up.
Let's see here. This bottom one right here.
That was a homecoming night one match that we were talking about earlier too.
That reminds me of a picture I saw on Twitter ages ago of the GCW Brat Pack of Marcus, Billy, Nick, Cole, and I think Jordan might have been stuck in there too. Of seeing them in a hotel, in an abandoned hotel in Atlantic City.
Oh yeah,
4 years ago.
Yeah,
And
Starboy was in that too.
And Starboy was in there. Yes, I think it was Starboy. And look at that stack of people now.
Mm-hmm.
Billy's on TV. Nick's on TV. Marcus is gonna be on TV.
Oh yeah. He made it through the first round of cuts. There were some cuts today. Ice Williams and someone else I think got cut.
Aaron Roberts.
Really?
Man.
Oh yeah, I think there were.
Man.
Dude, that's someone I would definitely see working at GCW in some capacity. Ice got cut, and there was someone else.
I gotta look this up. I didn't even hear about these ID cuts.
I saw Aaron. Aaron was the only one I saw. I didn't know about Ice. That's ridiculous.
Dude, Ice is fucking solid.
Oops, there's your first miss right now.
Yeah, look at that. Even Brogan is on TV right now.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So let me do this.
He only had a cup of coffee in GCW.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like that, boom. Good for him. Fuck it. Good for him. These guys, this is what it's all about.
And Oasis got cut too. Yeah.
Ice
is the one. That's a big drop right
Ice, there. Jordan, and Aaron Roberts.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to some of these tag teams real fast here.
First one I have here, a little Cholo or B-Boy. I think that's
Cholo did his
team.
Yeah, Cholo start. He kind of. I think he did his last match in LA. Kind of was a send off. Remember?
We sent him. We sent him home like with one of the most beautiful crowds you could ask for in that building. I feel like as you get older, you're like, man, I want to see this guy win. Cool. I just want to see. Yeah, man.
See him get that moment. That was a cool time.
He had his moment.
Literally, go back to Hall of Fame this year, where Tony was talking about Jeff about how he was saying 10 years ago we were talking about, oh yeah, we'll never be those guys complaining about the good old days, and there Tony was talking about the good old days.
Yeah,
time fucking sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
I'm 45. I feel like I'm 25, but yeah, 45, dude. It's just gone. I'm 5 years away from half a century. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking laugh.
I was about to hit it. I was about to move on.
Los Suavecitos.
That's a good one. They've been
Las Vegas and Southwest United States. They are heat magnets. Think of the Graysons. I think it might be a way to put that. I'm trying to think of their name in ICP era and
Backseat Boys.
Think of the Backseat Boys, but they'll piss you off. And the Backseat Boys piss you off, but Suavecitos have excellent. They're good. Edge of Hope.
Who's that? Sorry.
That's a great question, Crow. If you want to throw that back up in there real quick. Leon Slater and Mathers in a tag match would be fantastic.
Boisterous behavior. Oh man, that's going to be the match of the night.
Dude, I thought of you. I thought of you immediately when I saw that Slater and him were going to be together again. I was like, oh.
I dropped my phone and I was like, we called that. That's like a match we wanted years ago, man.
The Outlaws, good choice.
Like it.
Eddie Kingston in 187.
Like it.
Didn't Homicide retire officially?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he's done.
That's the one right now too. Rascals.
The Flatliners.
Who's the Flatliners? Sorry.
We're learning, huh?
Yeah. Mance and Justice.
It's long gone. Yeah, Mance and Justice.
Good brothers. That's a good pull. I don't know though.
That's a big pull if it was. You know what I mean? I don't know if they draw, but they would ask for a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know? Hold on. When do we get? You'd have to ask Brett or them. We haven't.
There we go.
There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Kelly.
They're running. They're going to be involved. I think they're nearly booking, or at least they're the headliners of the next shit. What's Struggles Fed? I'm sorry. ETU.
Oh,
Okay.
Up at the Mecca. They're the headliners of the next Mecca show. So
Drake Younger and the bad boy Joey Janela
no.
on a team. Hey, Joey Janela has teamed with quite a few people. I could see it.
Stoner Bros. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so someone was talking about Hood Slam coming into LA for GCW. Let me tell you, Stoner Bros are one of them that you know exactly what you're getting. They're going to deliver it for you. And again, it's Stoners in LA. They went over like crazy there. So if we see them again, that's another tag team that we could push in right there. Fresh air. Let's see who else. What else do we have here? Yeah. See, that's the thing with Jordan Oasis. I feel so bad that he's gone. I really, really liked what he did, but hey,
I think he's talking about Oliver here in that one.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, you're good. I mean, if you're talking about that one you just pulled up. Oh damn, he muted himself and gone. All right.
Oh no. Wife's saying.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Okay, my bad. I was not saying, damn, I didn't mean to embarrass you.
No. Yeah, he said he embarrassed me. He thought, no, there we go.
Main event, James Noter main event.
There we go.
That's one I've always loved to see. Main event and Waves and Curls.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes I forget about that. And the main event,
Speed.
I've been a big fan of the main event forever.
Jet Speed would be nice.
Jet Speed. Oh gosh, I miss Speedball.
Yep.
I miss him so much.
I mean, there's a lot of tag teams, but so Miracle ones, they fit though. They're like ones like the main event stuff. They just belong.
Kazarian and Sky.
How about
SCU? They've been here before. I would take them again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to mention that was another quality match for YDNP. That's give them credit. That's not a one-sided thing. You have to be working your ass off to put together a good match. So for the, I guess we'll call them young guys, what are they, 26, 27 now? Good for them. The only other thing I wanted to mention, Miracle One's got a welcome back or a please come back chant from the fans. Yes, please come back.
Jordan even said on the promo, yeah, see you guys soon. I agree.
Fuck yes.
I wrote that. I echo Jordan's promo. See you soon.
I'll give Miracle Gen the belts. Go take them.
It's not like they couldn't carry him. Not against it. Also, we could maybe stand a gain one day once Oliver and Price become singles again. They can carry, bro.
I could make a comment, but this might take a 10-minute detour.
I mean,
we got time.
You think this has something to do with all the face champions in GCW? There's no one chasing. There's kind of no draw. Like it's
just feel good moments.
We're already at like the top of the mountain now. Like I feel like a lot of wrestling is the chase.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's missing right now in GCW.
We have been talking about how it's been like, oh, it's champion versus local hero, another nothing blow off match. I mean, like.
Well, anymore. You've seen me with Masha. I love her, but you've seen me with the matches because booking's been where it's at. I just start it with guess who won.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
I thought it'd be a 10-minute detour.
Should I do my rant now or should I wait till later about my JCW rant?
Let's wait till we get there because I want to join you on that rant. I'll even let you go first. I think we're like I'll be similar, but I think I'll let you go first on that one for sure.
Yeah, that was a shorter conversation than expected.
I thought it was just going to cost some more, like because JCW's chasing, I guess. I think, James, something needs to be big brewing for LA. If you're giving LA the title of Homecoming, and like Frank said earlier, Homecoming is our main event or our WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and everything, like that's the big show, and you're giving it the same name value as what you just did a month prior, it's got to be big. And in LA, it's got to be different too. You can't do the same stuff. It's got to be big and different than what you just did in AC because the fan base just craves a lot different. So I'm interested. I hope something big is brewing in LA because it needs to be. All right. Our third match is a death match. Mance Warner versus Dr. Redacted.
I want to say good job to Chad Rico. He did a great job refereeing this brutal match. It's good to see that he sobered up from night one. I'm just giving him shit. I just thought it was funny. He was wearing these big black sunglasses inside.
I think it was just because he didn't have safety goggles.
Oh, well,
There you
that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
in LA, dude, I like the guy, so I got to ride his ass a little. In LA, I'm going to fuck with him too. So be ready, Chad. It's coming. Lots of stiff shots. Some were borderline more dangerous than usual. Mance was out first. You see him bitching because he doesn't have a banner on the wall. Mance's music's still playing, and the Redacted chants are already starting in the crowd. Mance jumps Redacted on his entrance. Danger took a shot from a ladder thrown from Mance. There were a couple stiff chair shots. Actually, almost everything they did had an extra 10 to 20% impact on it. We had broken chairs, broken doors, a broken bridge, ladders. Mance picked up a chunk of glass and took it out of Redacted's head. It was like the size of a fucking quarter. That's my doctor chants coming from the crowd. I thought that was refreshing. It didn't matter. Our winner here was Mance Warner. Thoughts on
Mance
this
got
one?
something caught in his knee too when you saw him wrapping up his knee.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it didn't look good either. I don't even know where it was at. It just looked like it was in the side near the knee.
I think what happened was I think he went down for like an atomic drop on his knee, and I guess he put a big shard of glass or something on his knee.
Oh,
I missed that one.
Or his leg or whatever. I think he just whatever. All I know is that Justin Finn threw him a roll of hockey tape and he just wrapped up his knee. So
yeah, that wasn't fun to watch. After that match, you hear Mancer going, get tape. I'm going, fuck, I don't want to.
Yeah, not even for him. Like he's like for Doc. Like he's
yeah,
like for
that's
him,
not
for me.
But yeah, as far as we know, he just got a deep cut, and we're just waiting to hear of any other news. But we have asked, and when something becomes public, we'll share it publicly.
Holy shit was my response when this match was first announced, and it absolutely lived up to the billing. I enjoyed Mance helping out Doc when he did cut around the wrist. Mance gave him like a little wristband to help him out, just to whoop his ass for a few minutes longer, keep the match going. I enjoyed that little detail. Once again, Doc is so over in Atlantic City. It was awesome to see. Mance also getting this violent makes me appreciate him even more. As not our defending champion anymore, because I was worried about what he'd do.
Hell, he broke out the TV pants for this.
Yeah. And I can there we go. I was gonna say I can appreciate it because he just felt like he was like a warrior representing GCW and had to go back to the OG style match. And that's what I wanted from Mance outside of this title run. And yeah, this was a perfect match, and both of them killed it. And yeah, get well soon, Doc.
And I love Mance. God damn it, it's good to see Mance in a GCW ring. I don't give a fuck how I see him. I don't care if he songs and dances out there. Just give me Mance.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see him in LA.
Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat here. Yeah. Next match was a tag team match: Los Desperados versus Vandal 48.
Emil called Napier the Midwest Menace. I don't know how many times I've heard that before, but I kind of like that.
I've heard it before. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm the dumbass.
I like it though, especially with that mask.
Oh hell yeah. He's coming along in his own, and I feel like he's being used as much as he needs to be used. I don't see him in singles competition yet, and that's fair. I think at this time he's where he needs to be, and I feel like I think the team is keeping anything that is any type of weaknesses hidden very well. Unfortunately, no weapons, no blood, no story here. I do love these guys, but this was just a wrestling match, and I mean that on every single one of these individuals. I love and happy that they're here, but again, no story, no fantastic moves. Our winners were Vandal 48.
I got short notes too. I wrote interesting style clash in this one, but I can appreciate Vandal 48 finally getting the win, as I was bitching about earlier. Keep the wins coming.
Frank, do you have your I was gonna say, do you have your award?
Oh no, I'm not even no, this was actually a good match. I'm not even gonna give him the
it was a match.
It was a match award. No. Yes, it was. It was, it was just dumb fun. It was just wrestling on a Sunday night. You don't need more than that sometimes. I mean, this was just a matchup. I'm not going to say that I'm bored. Like, it was just a random matchup between two teams that just didn't have anything on a Sunday. But it was fun.
I think it needed this was just to heat Vandal 48 back up because it needs to be happening.
I mean, I'm not going to give it was a match award. It technically was, but I mean, it was better than that. It was. I'm not going to give it the blase whatever piss break match. Yeah.
Good.
The only thing I just want to say here is we got that hype video. I was really surprised we saw it. That's showing Murdoch on fire, but it's very important because after all of that bullshit, he's back, and after a very short amount of time.
Yeah, back and going against Ciclope this time in a one-on-one match.
I mean, hell, I think I still have a little bit of a.
That was a nice transition.
I had, I think up until last weekend, I had a little bit of black fingernail paint on my nails still. So I mean,
from emo night.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, John. I'm trying to up my game here. Amy, I'm coming for your job in LA.
Oh no! Oh no! Brant's bringing out the good bird dress.
As I go on mute again later.
That's okay. That's okay. It builds character. Okay, so in this match, Duke gets a warm welcome home. Thankful to see him back on the job. Ciclope comes out in an eyeball mask. He is loved by the fans. They had a tack bat fight. Duke also had a bat with poppers. There were tons of tubes and broken doors. I see thumbtack bundles. I'm watching Murdoch healing from burns, bumping on his back. Ciclope ate a Deep South Destroyer through a box. Dude, good for him. I mean, hey man, you got to earn your income, right? Our finish here, Ciclope crashes a bundle across Murdoch and covers for 3. So, yeah, good job, Murdoch here. Winner, Ciclope or Ciclope. I always feel terrible which way to say it.
I've always said Ciclope.
I feel like I'm saying it kind of Americanized when I say Ciclope. I think it's Ciclope, but I'm not good with it.
I mean, he hasn't yelled at me either way for it, so I mean.
Well, my wife's, she knows. Okay. She knows enough to yell at me.
Okay.
I learned coño in Cuban.
Hey, watch it.
I know, that's right. He's Cuban.
Yeah, I remember the first time I learned that word too. I got more than a watch it, that's for sure. Yeah. Once again, Ciclope's mask looks cool. I absolutely enjoy the new look and his energy. He kind of seems refreshed, and I just hope he's back for good. And I think this is the reason why we've kind of talked about where does Macizos kind of fit in after that TOS match, and that's kind of why we haven't seen him for a while. I think this is where Ciclope and Miedo kind of always have a role in GCW. They always could get the fans invested into their matches, get the crowds into the show, and they always put their bodies on the line. They always have great matchups with great spots, and I think he could do a good job in I thought he was maybe going to put over John Wayne Murdoch in this one, so I was really surprised to see Ciclope win, but I think he could do a really good job, especially with all these new names we're getting in GCW death matches.
Yeah.
Build some names up for NGI, start building these newcomers up, and I think that's where Ciclope has a role in, and so yeah, him picking up the win was surprising in my book, but I love it. And like I said, I want to see Ciclope being used more than just this night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'd like to see is qualifying matches for NGI.
Yes,
I think that would be.
I think we have enough depth now.
We used to get them for TOS. I mean, yeah, TOS. I forgot which one was us, which one was CZW.
Dude, if just give me 10, 15 minutes in the book, I could put something together to a point. Any of us could, to where you could put something together where, I mean, holy shit. And when it comes time for NGI or whatnot, you could be like, this NGI is filled with
champions.
You
have natural storylines coming out after it saying like, oh, well, you fucked me over and I didn't get my
bingo. So NGI 2 birds with one stone. 2 birds with one stone.
Reasons for matches, not just I win and nothing. It was just a death match. Now,
and it's not just a Sunday match. It's not just a Sunday match where these two guys didn't have matchups from the night before. Yeah. So we're gonna put these two guys together on Sunday. It's like you actually have something to say. I'm like, oh well, this guy screwed me over and I didn't get my NGI slot, so now we're gonna go at it for 2 months. Like,
easy.
Please.
Yep, I agree.
And then I would say at some point, maybe have a Japanese talent or somebody who can't come on to qualify, give them a wild card spot and make, say, Takeda the wild card that no one knows until it hits. Hit the music and then, oh shit.
Or not even, or just give them the invite and fuck it. It's the Indies. Who cares? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's expensive. Those invites are expensive.
Well, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like, not all of them have to be qualifiers, but 2 or 3 of them are just random qualifiers like it used to be. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Our next match is a 6-way match, as it is Austin Luke, Grayson Pierce, Griffin McCoy, Ryan O'Neal, Teriyaki, and Joey Janela.
Little bit of JCW vibes. I think that's because a lot of these names are JCW names. There was a lot going on. Minimal notes on all the action here. Just expect it. Terry's getting his hair back. I have never been invested more in a wrestler's hair than I have Teriyuki's fucking hair. He's got great hair. I hope it comes back because, like Samson, I actually feel it's his superpower. Joey almost felt out of place in this match. It's almost like he's on another level. So I felt that was very interesting. I want to also give Ryan credit for his debut match. Congratulations, Ryan O'Neal. He was full of energy like anybody would be when they're riding adrenaline on their very first match. So Ryan, welcome to GCW. We've seen you hanging around here and there, and we'll let him reveal who he is down the road in time because it's none of our to do that. But yeah,
I mean, if you have eyes and you can, put two and two together, you might be able to figure it out. But that's not for me to say.
Yeah. So our winner here was Joey Janela, and I was actually kind of interesting. One of the younger guys didn't get the win as a push here. Very interesting.
It was an interesting match. I mean, I enjoyed the match, but it was just like, why was Joey there? Besides, like, again, it's just like, oh, I don't have a match, so I guess I'm going to slip into this 6-way scramble. I'm like, why?
Yeah. To get that promo time after the match he didn't get?
That's a great question.
He did go on Twitter after the fact and actually cut that promo. So, I mean, that's, to be fair, that's where that shit should be going. It's like people should just be cutting random promos into their phone and then have Brett tweet about from the main account. We should be getting much more of that too.
And it reinforces people actually following these wrestlers, because if you follow them, you'll get to follow along with all of their this is, content based.
I actually wrote, no, it's good. I actually wrote, and I could be wrong here, but wasn't Joey like the last participant, right? Like he was the last one.
I believe he was last man. Yeah.
I laughed. I was just thinking in my head, like, I'm going to laugh if it's like someone like, I was thinking this is a perfect spot for AJ Gray. Just come in, destroy,
smash,
show everybody what he's been about.
Just stretch the young boys a little bit.
Yep. And just a showcase for him, quick time to introduce himself to the newer fans to GCW or show everybody what.
Because I consider the night before a segment more than a match.
Yeah.
I know technically it was a match, but that was a segment to me. That was not a match. It was 3 minutes. That's barely a match.
Yeah, so like why I laughed at Joey, because I was thinking like who's a funny name? I like it'd be funny if Joey's in this match with all these young kids, and like there he is. But I gotta give him credit here. He didn't need to go out here and do this on a homecoming night too. He didn't have a big match. He could have chilled, hang out, merch, chilled on the commentary table. But he went out there and like showcased the kids. He didn't need a win, that's for sure. As we were kind of saying, I definitely don't think he needed a win. I think that would have been a great spot for Teriyaki, Griffin, McCoy, or absolutely one of those other new names here. Or, as I was saying, kind of AJ Gray to come out here and kind of re-showcase what he was about. So, yeah, it is a weird match, but I do want to give Joey credit for doing something he didn't have to do here. And yeah, I don't know if we were going to talk about it, but as you were kind of saying, the not getting the promo time, but then him kind of totally acknowledging it online and breaking that fourth wall, telling you got yelled at. And at the end of it, it's like, yeah, I guess Brett was right. I went 3 fucking minutes. So good job. See you later, guys. Like, I love it. This is a joy I like to see and stuff. But during that match, I was like, yeah, very out of place. Didn't feel right. And I just felt it should have gone to someone like AJ. If it was going to go to a veteran, AJ.
So yeah, this was a little weird that it was in there. I still am trying to figure out what he was doing in there because it just didn't make sense. So for me, you're saying, well, it's good that he was out there. For me, I'm thinking he didn't have a match that night and needed to get paid on night 2. So guess what? You're in the scramble.
I just thought it was cool for him to go out there in a match full of those kids and put them over when he didn't have to. That's what, and I mean, he didn't put them over, but in the ring, put them over.
I still don't know why he won. It's a weird one. You know what I mean? Like
I think the win
somebody in chat said that Griff should have won, and I agree with that.
That's what I said. Yeah, Griff. My first choice would have been Griff or Teriyaki. Even.
I mean, the new guys. I don't think the new guys. It would have made sense for the new guys to win, like for Ryan or Grayson to win. But at least give Griff, like, grabbing the tights, feet on the rope, kind of roll up win would have made more sense in this match.
I would have enjoyed AJ. Like, it's Austin Luke coming out, think he's coming in. AJ just coming out, taking his spot and beating his ass again. Like, continuing the spot, like not just my spot, Dave. Like, I don't know. Like, hopefully,
and again, a storyline could have come of that where you could have AJ and Austin go out and do like fucking best of
then,
7 or
and
whatever.
then
Like,
maybe Austin Luke picks up the surprising win over AJ, and then oh shit, now AJ's even more mad. And as you said, it leads to a story and feud.
yeah.
And now you've built a new name with Austin Luke, with a familiar name with GCW fans with AJ. But I'm not saying Austin Luke was the guy I would do it, but it makes sense considering that they were used together. You want to go into?
So yeah, I should. I was just sitting here. I was getting all caught up on chat. Dude, chat's great. Again tonight.
I didn't see
you guys
that one.
rock.
That's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's something coming up for sure. All right. So after this match, then it goes on to Effy's state of. Is it the state of Effy? I think it was
State of the Effy address. Yeah.
So he comes out semi-somber. He addresses his record: 219 straight days, 31 title defenses. He says he's banged up, but that's because he's working his butt off. He defends the GCW ideology of being a game changer, doing matches no one else would do. So he opens an open challenge. Charles Mason comes out, says he's not interested in Atticus. He wants the title. He's going to kill Effy's dog. Fans did not take well to that at all. Atticus then comes out next, says he can appreciate Mason's motivations. He says he's not after the world title. He has his own demons to fight. He wants to align with Mason. The fans are into it. I bet. That's when Vandal 48 attacks. They attack Mason from behind. This is retribution for throwing Atticus off the lift the night before. So Mason, of all people, should have known, never turn your back. Yeah. Anything on that?
I have a lot to say, Frank, so I'll let you go to first on that.
You know how I know Mason's the face in this Atticus and Joey thing?
Mason's face?
Mason is the face in this Atticus thing because Mason picked up the 88 ball and said, okay, I'll agree with you.
And turned his back.
Yeah. Like,
oh my God, B is dying over there.
Please, B, go ahead. Cut me off. Say it.
I didn't. I was going to say I bit because in that short amount of time, too, I played out all the scenarios where them working together could be cool, but also setting up who's going to be the face and heel in this feud. And we don't have to just jump right into this feud. I feel like with this whole attack and everything, it's been jumped and it's been kickstarted.
Oh, I must have missed Charles's tweet then. Hold on, let me go look.
Yeah, I just feel like this kickstarted the feud where in that short period of time, I liked the slow burn of it. And I could see them being a crazy team that would be very intriguing on shows throughout everywhere in GCW, but kind of causing madness and chaos and kind of being the group that Atticus used to be in, but with kind of like a new vibe and a new tone. And now with Atticus's vision of what he wants GCW to do, with now Mason playing along, and then maybe Mason plays Atticus for the full, or Mason or Atticus plays Mason. Like I bit and I was so happy, but I bit just because I want to see now who's face, but I guess you're just going right to him being the face.
Yeah.
I also had words to say about, like, why is Charles in the title hunt in both feds? Why is he going back to Effy in GCW when he's announced as #1 contender in JCW? And why is Charles Mason going to lose to Effy and then turn around and pretend like we could take him seriously as a contender for Masha a month from now?
I think this Atticus attack stopped that right away. We're not going to see Mason go for Effy at all now. I think
that
now.
Yes, I tweeted that before the beatdown, but still, like if we can go to the JCW rants, I would appreciate it, but like
I guess I don't. I like the promo. I like the setup. I bit, and yeah, I guess I said what we needed to say. I just, what do we think is going to come out next, though? Is this something that's going to play out in a match at Homecoming, or are they going to slow burn this till New Year's?
It could be whatever, honestly.
Okay. All right, let's get into Foxcatcher.
It's on to you guys. You guys have emotions on this. For me, I'm either way. So I really want to hear what you guys have to say.
We've been, sitting here with our conspiracy board for what? Since Mother's Day about this fucking Foxcatcher angle about, holy shit, there's actually an interesting storyline going on. Every time JCW does a show and Masha retains, there's this bounty from, the mysterious Foxcatchers coming back and throwing another $5,000 on the fire to see who can end Masha. And then all of a sudden we get Charles Mason in the main event. And then Foxcatcher just comes out and basically says, I'm bored. Mason doesn't need the money. We're just going to give it to whoever wins the three-way. This is becoming the fucking Vince McMahon lockbox angle so quickly. It just killed me of enjoying anything about this bullshit in Jersey Championship Wrestling anymore.
So my reaction to that Foxcatcher when I'm bored. Literally on the board, it was that meme of that soccer coach just throwing off the headphones and being done with it. I'm done with that angle. Like how, like it scares me now. Masha's gonna be champ for fucking ever.
You can't. What's stopping you from saying Foxcatcher is like, well, I have more money than God. I can throw $50,000 at some indie guys in Atlantic and Asbury Park. What's to say? Well, Mason doesn't need money. I can offer him protection. I can let Mason have as long of a leash as he wants from the law to do whatever he wants and whatever extracurricular activities he wants to do. Why can't you offer him something else besides money?
What about backup? Use the money for backup. We can provide him. So here's the thing: we could provide him security. Okay. Now at some point, security could fuck Charles Mason. So there's all kinds of fun angles there if they wanted to ever.
But just saying, I'm bored, let's give the money to whoever wins at a Marcus, Joey, and Kamatoro. What a fucking bullshit blow off. Like,
do you think they were just tired of? Do you think they were just tired of recording promos and they're like, you know what, we'll just.
I don't think they're going to take the belt off Masha anytime soon.
I didn't think they had it. They just ran out of fucking material. Like, we just gave them another month and a half of material, and they just ran out of fucking material. Like, it's so disheartening that I think the three of us here were probably the biggest champions. Like, holy shit, we got material. We got fucking fed level sports entertainment material, and we're just gonna blow it off. Like I said, how fucking hard is it for Brett to run a 2-minute promo instead of keeping the goddamn calendar up?
That's why I'm afraid of. Like, that just means, hey, we're not taking the belt off Masha anytime soon. So
how hard is it for them to run 2 minutes of a Foxcatcher promo on GCW? That, the show's fucking free. JCW is fucking free on this goddamn YouTube channel. You're telling me that people don't know about the Foxcatcher angle? You can't promote it on a pay-per-view for someone to go watch free content? Like, it's mind-boggling to me. Like, there's not enough fucking dead air on a GCW show to run 30 seconds, a minute to explain what's going on and the Foxcatcher voice changer.
I don't think I wouldn't do that now. Like,
that bridge is burned.
Yeah,
that bridge is burned. We're gone. Like, if you told me June they could have run a minute of this.
Yeah, like that New York show. Yep.
Oh no! I've been on this heel turn for a minute. You haven't been watching this fucking podcast. If you're telling me this is my heel turn on the fucking podcast,
I literally threw my head.
Like, I'm saying right now,
I was like, I'm done. Like, I threw my phone. I was like, what are we doing with this? Like,
I'm telling you, right,
invested for nothing.
Casa, welcome. Cool. I'm sorry you're hearing me go off on the product that we're literally on the YouTube channel. That are like this is me saying, as a member of
we're
coverage,
allowed to give our opinions, Frank.
As a member of coverage, broadcasting on look whose logo is down in the YouTube icon right now. I'm not going to JCW for the foreseeable future because I don't give a shit anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I don't care. I live 20 minutes from the fucking building. I don't care.
For me, like, I was like, oh, you're going to try to win me over with this now? Like, if this was beforehand and everything, then I'd be so into it. But once you drop the Foxcatcher and then you announce this, I love we're getting Brian Keith. But
don't care.
Now it doesn't make sense.
8 late buck short. I don't care. Like, I'll wait for this to blow over, and I'll wait for all the storylines to roll back over before I decide to go down to Asbury Park on a Sunday again.
Well, I want to make it positive right here.
Sorry. I'm so.
No. You have feelings because you spend your time, you spend your resources to go out to the show, And this is, you give a shit about it, you cover it, you're saying, hey, these are some plot holes that I'd like to see done better. And there's nothing wrong with that.
You're not alone, Frankie.
If you can, Casa, if you see any of these faces in LA, the top two here for sure, fucking come say hi to us. We love meeting listeners and everything else. Oh my gosh. Their first show is going to be at Homecoming in LA. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. See you there. It's going to be such a fucking blast. I didn't think about that. Gage goes to LA. We might as well just grab our shit and move back because people are going to swarm.
Yeah.
People don't understand what a cage that place is. It's wild and you have no choice but to just experience it. It's beautiful. It smells like beer and sweat and it's weed. Gorgeous. It's lots. Weed is, I should have said weed first. That's really the only thing you smell. Every now and then, like an armpit breaks it up, but otherwise, pretty cool. Let's see here. Haven't been to any wrestling shows since 2019. So since past COVID. So
you're in for
it.
Brand new experience at GCW show, Casa.
And actually, great one saying something that is really important. If you're coming from anywhere else into LA for this homecoming show, there is a dispensary right across the street. So you don't have to worry about that shit either. We got you covered. Also, I'm trying to think of the name of the gentleman. There is another gentleman that's around at in LA at GCW that who is it?
Be Kind.
Yeah, Be Kind. Kind Meds? Real Kind Meds.
Real Kind Meds.
That's it. Real Kind Meds. You can find him on Twitter if you get a chance. Get a hold of him because he's someone that you will see in LA. And if you don't want to go to the dispensary and pay dispensary prices, he'd be the one to talk to. No shit. I mean, like you park and just say hi. It's pretty fucking cool. I love him. He's great. Yeah. So enough about drugs at the UCC.
Hey, yo.
Main event time, homecoming night 2 for the Ultraviolent Championship. Bulldozer Matt Tremont defends against Bear Bronson.
I think this may be my favorite match at GCW ever. I can't think of another one where I actually got emotional in it. No shit.
Yeah.
I can't think of another one. Just period. My advice, go watch it. I have too many words and I actually had to cut them short in this
make
review.
sure you watch the entire match at 1x speed. Do not fast forward through this match.
Oh, no. And definitely start with the entrances because the magic actually started from the minute Bear hit the fucking thing.
B, you're right there, B?
I didn't watch this, though. I had stuff to do. I had to fast forward this match. So I'm just listening
right now. Listen to dude. It's right now ranked the number 9 highest match in GCW history.
Frank.
Did
you get this? Did you see the tweet, John?
That's literally what I'm referencing.
I know.
Dude, it's been a crazy night for me. I have not been great all night.
Somebody tweeted out that it was how good of a match it was, but they
somebody who's I'm not going to mention who because they could say their own thing. Somebody tweeted out that says they watched night 2 specifically for the 6-man between Young, Dumb, and Price and Miracle Chen and fast forwarded through Bear and Tremont. I'm like, you just watched the Super Bowl for the halftime show and then shut off the end of the game. What the fuck are you smoking?
Well, if you have being fair, because I want to be fair about this, you have someone that's not into gore, not into blood. They might want to tune in for Miracle Miracle 1 because this reason or that. So
I don't watch basketball, so you sent me to go cover the WNBA finals.
But just all in fairness, because
and I'm about to say, in fairness, there's been like collective weekends, man. I just flat out didn't have time to watch shows or anything. Yeah. But this is unacceptable on a 2-day homecoming weekend. Just unacceptable.
Yeah, like literally, TJ. When I tweeted that, he had to mute his phone because he was talking to Bubba and had laughed out loud.
So yeah, please go watch it. Like I said, I had to cut my notes short on this one, and they're still extensive. I've, like I said, never been emotional during a GCW match. I'll take it here. Anyone who watched the 3+ hours of time we spent with Bear, you get a chance to know him a little more, and you see, okay, I like this guy, and I'm cheering for him. And
Nope.
I'll tell you, that's what it is. And we talked for an hour or two after the show went off the air because things were just clicking. So at the end of this match, when I saw him break emotionally, it fucked me up because I'm like, this guy just professionally had a moment and he needed it.
No pun intended here. Bear is a different animal, man. Like on screen, off screen, Bear is something else. He's special.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say it now. Enjoy him while you can. There's gonna be someone that's gonna want him. He's putting in amazing work. It's only a matter of time. But yeah, because of the emotions, like this permanently imprinted in my heart and head. No shit. I'm gonna remember how I felt from this one more than anything. Bear's out first. He's getting pushed around a little. That's the fan love. They want him hyped up. You know what I mean? So the Bear poses with the crowd. I thought that looked awesome. The camera had all the angles down perfectly. There's a lot of hype that was going into this match because the fans knew tonight we're birthing a star. Tremont was out. Fans are singing the song after the music goes off. I told my wife, look, they're singing him a love song. And that was a love song from the fans. This already felt special and the bell hadn't rung. The crowd made this feel special. The crowd stole it and the match hadn't even started yet. You guys made it special. Frank, you were there. You're so lucky. That was special. Everyone felt the weight of this match and what it meant for the GCW future. Great job with the build, guys. It's obvious there's coordination with the cameras and Bear, and it made all the difference here. So kudos to Bear, cameras, production, and any others that were involved. When the bulldozers announced, there's a close-up on him. You can see he has an extremely deep and wide cut on his arm that runs vertically down his arm. It's a serious cut to the point to where you can see the meat inside his arms, and it's only held together by a few stitches. Go pause that moment and look at it. It's nobody else would have wanted to ride with that arm into the ring on any main event. Emil announces senior referee Adam Galt, and he got booed out of the fucking building.
Why do we keep booing Adam? Come on.
Be nice to Adam. He's a good guy with some nasty fucking moves. You don't want to meet him in a dark alley one night. Fuck you up. Light tubes everywhere. They lined the ropes with barbed wire, Tokyo towers, tube crosses, bundles, boxes, a scaffold, and more. There were dueling Bear and Boulder chants. Again, the bell hasn't even rung yet. The early light tubes on Bear's back finally opened him up. There were two that just made him turn red. Tremont's forehead was cut up early when Bear popped him with the shards from a light tube. This is when new champ chants started. Who the fuck is so big that Tremont isn't getting the chance? Like that was wild. Bear had a bat with poppers that spelled bear on them. Then we had a gusset.
I didn't even realize that they were poppers, and I was surprised when I heard the poppers go off. Like, holy shit! Wait, what?
I didn't notice
so
loud.
You didn't? No, you didn't see it was Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did this. He was like showing it off, and you could even see, man, he knew where to show it, like to the cameras.
I must have turned away. Like, I remember hearing it. I remember hearing the thing go off, and I turned, so I must have missed like him showing it off. Damn.
Matt took down his straps and glass tubes were broken over Matt's back. If anybody watched the interview with Matt Tremont that we had on here, the one thing he wanted to do was he wanted Jun Kasai's back. And he was literally trying to lose weight so he could take out, basically bust out without the shirt on and get his back all fucked up. And I felt like that's something that happened here. So then there was a spot where Bear, Bronson, and Tremont started just busting tubes over their head. It was funny as shit. I would have lost my shit if Galt picked up one and busted it over his head. Everywhere they touched left a murder scene's amount of blood. So many tubes were broken. Both are covered in red. Both go through a barbed wire covered door bridge. Bear is pouring drinks down his throat as Tremont is laying in a pool of his own blood. Bear is up top. Huge splash, meat on meat slapping, but that was just a taster. Bear starts staring at the scaffold. Up he goes. Tremont starts climbing also. The crowd got tense. You could feel it. The crowd was getting tense. Both are exchanging punches on the scaffold. I like that they stayed on their knees for that. We had please don't die chants. Tremont then throws Bear off the scaffold and through a door bridge below. The crowd went crazy. Matt stands up and everybody's doing the math. They're like, oh, hell no. We've seen Tremont for like 20 fucking years. He ain't coming off that. Oh, yes, he did. Big boy came off the scaffold. That was truly meat on meat, a huge splash. And that is where Matt Tremont covered for 3. Our winner and still UV champion, Matt Tremont. I'm just going to say it right now. This match did everything it needed to. And after I saw what they put together, I didn't care if Bear won. I was just, man, I was sad Tremont was maybe losing and I was happy for Bear. And I'm kind of happy it went this way because that means Tremont is still going around the country. And that still means that Bear just looked better. Can you even top a match like this?
No.
You know what I mean?
No. I mean, like we were talking about, like I tweeted out before I didn't realize you tweeted before I did about how this is the number 9 match all time. Like this got a on cage match. This is currently 8.71, which puts it 9th all time in the company. And to give you the kind of matches that are ranked that high within GCW's history. Tremont Gage in 2017, Cologne and Kogar at TOS 6, Barnett Suzuki at I believe Bloodsport 1, Gage versus RSP at Spring Break 4. Tremont and Gage again in 2017, which was the run back from the all-timer number 1 match. Tremont versus G Raver at I believe what was this? This was at they said it couldn't be done, which I believe was the first Carousel Room show.
Wow.
Cologne versus Kasai that very same night. And then number 8, the next match above this is the 6-man tag from Collective this year.
God, what a killer match too. Price, Oliver Mathers, Starks, Bane, and Yamashita.
Yes.
Fucking killer match.
So
there it is, number 9.
Yeah, below that is Nick Wayne versus Ospreay, which was like an all-timer in of itself. So
gorgeous. And there's Bear sitting with Slade at number 21.
Yeah.
He's let's enjoy him. Let's enjoy him. That's a class act also. Class act all the way.
So Frank, you were at the Slade versus Bear, right?
Yes.
Can
I was
you
at both
compare the
these.
two?
I mean, we've sort of talked about how like we didn't have the expectations for Slade versus Bear, and they pulled an all-time classic out of absolutely nothing, out of a throw together field filler kind of match. So to go from that to say, oh, okay, we're going to throw him against Matt at Homecoming, your expectation goes from absolute 0 to all-time classic before the bell rings. And based off the finish, like it could have gone even higher if Bear won. So, I mean, the expectations were high, but we knew that they were not gonna leave us hanging just to say, oh, the expectations were so high and they gave us absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I just wondered because like you were essentially being at both, and yeah, that was one thing. As I was asking the question, I was like, I bet there's probably expectations that kind of kept it in balance compared between the two.
Two different monsters with 2 different smells. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wrote this had just big fight feel written all over it, from the introductions to the singing to Bear. Like I thought, like Bear said, he was like held his hands because he was lightheaded. I thought he was just overcome with emotion. Like this is about to be like, this is my dream match that he's said on the podcast. So, Bear looks so menacing during his entrance. He just looks like a different character going against Tremont. And I feel like Tremont must have been looking in a mirror from the past at a younger bulldozer, seeing how big Bear is and youthful and like young, moving around the ring. Like he just looked amazing. And I thought this was another all-timer from Bear. This time, like I was saying, instead of Slade, this time with Tremont, this is just one to go watch. Wow. Bear is putting on classics after classics so far in GCW. And like I was saying earlier, he's been special in GCW, and it's been very enjoyable having it. I think he's been a huge piece to this deathmatch scene in a short amount of time. And I will go to what I started way earlier in the show, Ishmael. Yeah, I don't want to cut you guys off, Frank.
No.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, Frank Munoz. I didn't want to cut that comment off. Ishmael here. Homecoming was good, but I think one of two new champions should have been crowned, and Bear.
I think we should have had at least one title change. That's
yes.
my only complaint about Homecoming weekend this year is that one of those belts should have swapped.
And that's what I was going to say.
I have to ask.
Bear for me, like,
okay.
I mean, I would have done both, but after night one and seeing everything, I absolutely had the feeling night two, you have to end it off with some sort of title change to send the crowds home and to get people talking about the next show. And while I totally agree with you, Frank, I didn't get Bear winning as I wanted. I don't think he lost anything during this match at all.
Nope.
If anything, his stock just continues to skyrocket, and it's going to be fun what he's able to do in GCW.
And I'm going to say it publicly. Take care of yourself, dude. You're going to be successful. You have the work ethic to do so. Please, please take care of yourself. You've proven it. You really have. So just don't think the scaffold has to be higher on the next one. We'd love to see you for more shows than not.
Listen, scaffoldings and scissor lifts are not a signature weapon. It's
25-minute death matches do not need to be your signature Joey Janela deathmatch scene. Like, I agree with you. I love what he's able to do, but man, like, he's just going all in, and like, yeah, it feels like if he keeps at this pace, it's going to be incredible to watch, but it's going to take its toll, and we won't be able to
stars burn out the quickest, you know?
Yeah, and like I agree. Like while I love it, I'm saying that like tongue in cheek. I'm not meaning that in any disrespectful way. I'm just saying like it's okay. Like we can slow it down on a non-title match, non-story match, and just give us a crazy Bear. But these classic marathons that he's given us is something unique that he's providing to us in the death matches.
Yeah, we just want to keep him around forever. And for me, I want to keep him healthy so that when it's time for him to get the proper call, he's capable of doing that. It is an income game. So really looking for that.
Frankie Munoz, real fast, and since it seems like Young, Dumb, and Price can't defend the belts, which of those two belts do you think in LA that we'll see a title change?
Since LA can't do proper deathmatch, I'd say Effy loses the belt in LA.
Yeah, I would feel kind of wrong. Tremont, the ultraviolet title being lost in a non-ultraviolet kind of setting.
I mean, you can do non-glass in the UCC, but comparing Homecoming to Homecoming when you literally just had
you can't do that.
You had an entire locker room run through an Anderson windows and light tubes, a light bulb store, windows and light tubes, just versus no glass and just tables and barbed wire.
Like it?
Is it possible? Do you think she's going to do it in LA though? Wouldn't she want the hometown AC pop?
I thought it would be AC, but
I swore up and down that it was going to be. I mean, Allie was there. She was out meeting and greeting at Effy's table on Sunday night.
Was she bartending or bussing tables, or what was she doing this time?
No, she was just hanging out at the merch table.
Okay. Hey, it's nice to see her, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if she can just make these rounds where she's able to just show up and say hi and still take pictures and autographs, man, you're working. You might not be in the match, but you're working, and her face and name go a long way at GCW. So yeah, I mean, if this is your only show to get to, and luckily she's over there by Effy at the table, man, take that take it for what you can.
I mean, right now there's no other logical person to take the belt off of Effy besides Allie.
Now the question is, if Allie doesn't take it, the build, that's the question.
The build-up from Allie and Effy was, this is an unfinished business from Hammerstein. That's literally all the build you need.
The build was Hammerstein.
The build was
you already did the build, yeah. Do a special surprise pop. You don't need a build for this.
The build was Hammerstein, and a surprise return from injury, and getting injured was the build. Done. Nobody in Atlantic City would be mad if that was the finish. Yep. Nobody, because like Effy's run through the entire roster at any special guest that could possibly take the belt off of him right now.
Could it be this Art of War games?
That's another one that Kyle's
got a great point.
She already returned at Art of War games last year.
Doesn't that make sense then? You know what I mean?
Listen, I love watching reruns on Comedy Central 3 o'clock in the morning just as much as you do. But I mean,
yeah.
Is she coming back as face, or are we going to continue the heel alley? Because that's my question. Like, how do you kind of play this surprise off? Like last we saw, Effy was checking on her, and Effy has made comments of checking on about his friend's injury. Like, do they come back and try to act like none of that happened, and then she does continue the heel turn, or does she? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Munoz said, also, since we have Frank, he's Munoz. So we have Munoz and we have Frank here. Yeah, never say never with the glass. We used to have it before. Owners never said no. They just prefer GCW doesn't use it. Depending upon who fights Effy, it could be him.
I mean, save it for a special occasion.
Hey, I'm cool with all that.
Yeah.
Cool a lot of fun scenarios, yeah.
I'll tell you what we won't get at LA that I've asked for. Bring your own weapons. They won't let us bring our own weapons to LA. I don't know why. This is how wild it is. AC is allowed to bring weapons. We aren't. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. We're all high as balls and we're not allowed to have pointy objects. Think about that.
Listen, AC is a lawless land. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. LA is a little more careful about that stuff. I get that. But dude, I won't trade LA fans for AC fans. I love my LA people. They're the if I want to, they're the people.
Actually,
we're loud.
You know what?
They're
literally.
Oh. So here's how I would sell that before the wrestling was. Again, I still like the idea of Ali digging into Effy's past and talking about things that he's ashamed of and vice versa. That could be done online for free on your phone.
I still want to see a heel
Effy
Ali continue.
Yeah.
Or I mean, even at that point, double turn. I guess you could do a double turn, and I would be happy to see either one of them at this point turn heel. I don't want to see them as sisters no more.
Reed, I just wanted to ask you real quick if you have a chance. I was in Effy's. I always try to get in Effy's Twitch for an hour or so before our show goes on. Did Effy say anything about Ali on his Twitch tonight? I only ask because he usually does a little selling on there.
Yeah, he does a little bit of that on there.
Yes and no. Like he'll sometimes, yeah. He says, I want to see heel Effy. We haven't seen much of that in GCW, and Ali has the return goodwill. That's a good point. Yep. Now, here's the other question. How do you surprise people with Ali when all the smart fans are expecting it? That's another one. It's like, hey, we need
just railroad through it and just do it.
Just keep her not mentioned either. Like I would not be
railroad through it.
I wouldn't be mentioning anything.
Because we're at such a point where it's like everybody's saying it's because it's the only logical option. Don't double swerve people because they're expecting the swerve. Just run it.
Run it right up their ass and let them cry.
Be happy. Let us enjoy our fake fighting and just do it. Like, come on.
Thank you, Reed. Also, he said he didn't catch anything today. This is important. Effy did say his knee's getting better. So thank you for sharing that too. I don't remember if I caught that part. I was in there for the first hour and a half. And then, it was shower time and chill out before the show. Back to this. Yeah, Bear was emotional. Fans were emotional. I'm not gonna lie, big men cry. I got emotional. I never expected that I would be touched by that type of theater ever. Mm-hmm. Bear loves this, and Matt did his best to put Bear over. It was everything either could have asked for. A lot was said. The locker room came out. I called it pure poetry. That was the drama that we needed and haven't had in a long time. To me, it was the best ending to a homecoming night too that I can remember in a long time, if ever. I can't say nice enough things. I couldn't be more proud and I couldn't be happier for both men.
Yeah, Bear's absolutely proven he belongs. That's a good one.
Dark Sheik turning on Effy.
The real sisters. What were they called? Yeah. What were they?
Mother, father.
Mother.
Father.
No, what's didn't Sheik and Ali have a team?
Sheik and Ali?
No? I could be thinking of Mother, Father.
Did they keep the pussy name or something?
Thrussie.
Thrussie was the three of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make lots of sense too.
I never remember all the ussies. There was Thrussie and Bussy and Forcey. I don't know.
Quadzussie.
Yeah, Octo Ussie.
There was just cunt for a while. There was just can you not?
Right? Yeah. I still think it would have been
right.
Yeah. I was going to make a joke about Runt. Okay. I still think that's a good tag team, but we'll get onto that one another time. Anything else about this match before we kind of run into the summary? And
nah, we've rambled for 3 hours. I think we're good.
hey man, it's so much fun. I took a week away. It is fun to actually get on here and just let loose. It really is.
Mhm.
Okay, well then we'll get into the summary of just some of the things that went on because it was a busy weekend. We had GCW trending number 7 in the US, Cardona in a DeLorean, appearances by Doc Marty in a barbed wire hoverboard, Shotzi winning the Garage Beer Championship, and then later, I think the next day, saying she's done with deathmatch wrestling.
Again.
We had wait till that arm gets better. She'll be back. Returns. We had returns by Nick Gage, Jimmy Lloyd, and AJ Gray. We also had a return from Killer Cross and a debut from Scarlett. Thank you for correcting me there on that one, Screwball. Redacted and Ultramantis match was a long time coming because circumstances, and they finally got to meet up. Last time, I believe Redacted was injured. JCW invading and setting up war games was a big deal. Being in a main event hype video for me and B was a big fucking deal. Takeda at GCW, Stackhouse and Orso and a steel cage was announced. The potential team of Sicko and Danger I find kind of intriguing. The Miracle ones, impressive. The Warner and Redacted match, brutal. The return of Murdoch, the storyline of Effy Mason, and then Atticus Mason. And then to finish it up, the impressive Bear and Tremont main event. This was a very busy 2 days, and it took a lot out of all of us. I couldn't be happier. No shit. You can't be happier. It's a great time to be a podcaster for GCW. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I should have said this earlier, but I'll go ahead and do it now. We have quite a few hundred people in here. I'll go ahead and just mention real quick. Our guest for next week on, what is that, September 2nd? Yeah, our guest for next week on September 2nd will be Brett Lauderdale. Brett Lauderdale will be coming on the show. He'll be in here to answer questions. We're going to sit down and have the big man, and we're just going to do it. We haven't had him on for, what do you think, about a year, 8 months?
Oh yeah, it's been at least.
I think the build to Collective probably.
Possibly. Yeah, he was. At one point he was coming on here every 2 to 3 months, but it just depends. So yeah, if you get a chance, maybe get some questions together. Of course, this is the owner of the company, and it is for fans. So come in here with some good questions. We will get some duplicates, so we're going to do everything we can to make sure we get as many questions as asked as we can. We don't even know how much time we have. We're just fortunate we have any. So yeah, if you want to talk to the big man here next week, please, if you can, do that. Be creative, get your questions in. I'm sure B or I are going to be in here marking questions and then just going through them. So yeah, this is your time. He rarely does anything public, and he pretty much only does it for this podcast. So this is going to be the place to do it. What does it say here? Keep showing up in hype videos.
We got
gonna have to set up a merch. Okay, so I think you may be seeing a little commercial from us down the road on all the shows. We'll see. So there might be a little something down there.
And keep a heads up on the LA show.
Yeah, so we're going to be out there probably doing some interviews, and we're also going to be looking at just streaming live. We're going to go out there, we're going to set up our table, and we're just going to have a fucking blast with whoever shows up at the table. And we're going to be getting some interviews. If you like what Frankie does, we're going to be lucky to hopefully do something half as good as that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but we're hoping this is a tester.
I just let it run for 90 seconds and then just post that shit raw on Twitter. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well.
Yeah. But I just wanted everyone to know that the fans are quietly moving into GCW, and we're going to do what we can to start giving some live feeds. Whatever we can do to just be cool with each other, have fun. That's what we're going to do. This is a tester. If we're fortunate, fingers crossed, we can start covering LA, and then from there, see what happens if we do a good job. So fingers crossed. We are friends, amateurs, and fans doing our best, and you're going to see whatever happens, come what may, live. And we're going to just have to fall on our asses with a smile, or we're going to succeed. I feel we're going to do great though. So yes, I
Frank,
have some plans.
Yeah, but I'll say Frankie Munoz. Sorry, I'll be reaching out to you too for maybe some help for sure.
Uh-oh. B is trying to get
I got
fucked
some
up.
ideas.
No, I'm just kidding. B's trying to get fucked up before the show.
Plans for our show in LA.
Yeah, I know what a deal sounds like, B. All right. So yeah, I wanted to spring that on everybody. Is there anything else any of you guys wanted to talk about? I just want to say again, it's cool to be back. It's nice to talk to you both. Frank, again, it's so fucking awesome that we have someone that we can, put in that position. And yeah. And again, if it isn't going to be him, it's going to be Screwball.
Drugs.
I do have to say one thing. As much shit as much shit as I always give the booking, and even tonight, bravo to Brett for that opening match, for bringing AJ Gray back, and for homecoming weekend. It was a feel-good moment, it felt like, for GCW fans. It kind of felt like a little bit of what we've been kind of missing from Hammerstein, and I always have to say thank you. As much as I always give him shit, I do have to say thank you for an awesome weekend.
There you go, B. I told you. All you have to do is ask. Munoz will hook you up.
Jesus.
Munoz got them good mushrooms.
We're gonna have a really good pre-show. Or really bad one.
Let's see here. I'll just put this one up there because I had a giggle. Will XPW coming for GCW? XPW's gone for right now. We don't know if or when they'll ever come back. Again, we're the GCW podcast, but
fucking riddance.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying basically is I'm just giving the news report.
Yeah, of course.
He said that he's not going to do anything unless it makes sense. But that's on him. So yeah, as of right now, that company is dormant, I think is a good way to put it. I don't know if we'll ever see it back. It is what it is. Was there anything else before we close this out? I know one or two things came up in chat.
Reed says, do we have any matches for Heart Bows? I'm gonna take a look real quick.
Good question, Reed.
So far, yes, I got Detroit up. We have. Do you want to do it, or do you have it, or no?
I have it up. Yeah. So far we have Beastman versus Mance. I believe that will go death.
That won't be a chess match. No.
Rejects versus Pillars. I think that is explicitly marked as a death match. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
Anytime we get Reed back in, that's a good time. And then Megan versus Shotzi. That's a match I didn't think of, but that's a fun one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll take that in a heartbeat.
And then the next day, I believe in Indianapolis, in the same place where Collective Remix was in the Riverfront Park. If you remember, if you remember Collective in late summer, early fall, when they did it on that like terraced park next to the river, that's where they're going to be. And the only matches announced are Calvin Tankman versus Manders, Joey and Megan versus Ades and Gringo, and then Alec and Jordan versus Leon Slater and Man Like Darius.
Slater versus Darius. Fuck yeah.
No, Slater and Darius.
Yeah, okay. God, I need to stop. I need to go sleep.
You've been hitting up Frankie before the show already here too?
Yeah, Munoz stopped by my house before.
Drugs. What is a riddle?
he swings by like the ice cream truck. He has his own music and everything.
Whoa. Parents by Cole Radrick in Indy.
Hey, good to see him back.
Let's go.
And I was just talking to him. We're going to get him back on the show when we get a chance just to say hi. It's just been a while to catch up, and he's definitely a friend of all of us here. So yeah, he's another one we have really good hopes for down the road. But yeah, just looking forward to Brett on the 2nd. That's going to be really fun. I'm already trying to think of what questions to ask him. And like I said, a lot of people are going to be asking about, well, what about this city? What about that city? So we're preparing for that. This one here was that Kyle said with the return of Gage.
Some ideas.
I'm
I give you some ideas.
Whatever you're smoking, drugs.
I'm a chud. What am I gonna do, man?
Great one. I don't message me what a riddle box match is. I want to see what this is.
We don't know. It's just some random gimmick match.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's some JCW. Like
I was gonna ask if it's been.
I think it's gonna be
JCW.
If my experience has told me previously, whenever you hear some randomly named like a gimmick match, I think it's gonna be some wacky weapons match that'll go like light hardcore. I don't think it'll be anything like.
We're gonna see the jackass Jack in the Box.
Something like that.
Yes, I'm in.
Homecoming. Let me double check. Homecoming. The only thing.
Yeah, so far those are the only two: Jordan and Kazarian and KJ Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, RSP does not like GCW. He made that very.
I was just providing you. You asked for ideas. I was throwing a good question.
No. That's a good one actually. Yeah, RSP is more of a regional guy now. I don't think he's doing as much national stuff. So from what I last seen, I'm pretty much he's working like a regional area. I think it's like the Northeast. I think he was working like Philadelphia or Northeast area. I'm not 100% sure. Said he was miserable to play. He was kind of always miserable. It's kind of what we're seeing across all companies. Again, I guess we'll just shut it here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell if you want notified when we go live next time. And please leave a comment. It's free and it really does help us out. You can find B on Twitter at B_GC World, Frankie on Twitter at Frankie_GC World. And you can find me on Twitter at GC World Podcast. As always, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. We will be seeing you next week. And with the big man. Okay, so let's send him out like we always do, guys.
Got to tighten up our game for next week. Long
there it was. Long live GCW.
Good night,
Thank you guys and have a fantastic night.